Good morning. Hi. Good morning. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Please let us know. Fishymon, you're gonna have to help me for a little bit here because I have no idea where my phone is, so I can't even see chat. I I that's what I was looking around for when I don't know what to do with it. Might have to take a little break here in a second. But good morning everyone. What's going on? No sound from Kirk. God, why you never have sound, man? Speak at me. Speak at me. Oh, you're not in the scene. Why are you not in the scene? Hang on. There you go. How about now?
Can you guys hear me?
Interesting. Now why are
Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Hello.
Fishymon's here? They say they hear you. Okay, cool. All right, I got to work on that. I
Alright.
don't know why you're not in this. There's no audio for you on the scene, which is weird. Um, but I will work on it. Let's do it now.
Good
Bam.
morning. Good morning. Pow 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 pow. Pow 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 pow.
So that's all you guys missed, by the way. And good morning. Yeah, I gotta find my phone because I'm gonna need it because there's some things we're gonna do today. What are we gonna do today? I'm gonna say good morning. Welcome to the Easy Stream, to Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream, where we hang out in this fish room and we do all sorts of stuff, talk about all sorts of things that a fish keeper would encounter as he's keeping fish. So what's new and exciting? Remember the guy that was the gar that was sick and spinning around in circles? He's dead. Died last night. I found him. Let's have a moment of silence. He gave a good fight. It was like a month, probably a month or maybe even longer. Actually, it seems longer than a month. It's in there a while.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think in the end, when I was kind of like examining his dead little body, um, I think something happened, like an injury, because it almost looked like his
Silver
spine was
Tooth
broken.
Aquatic says get Kirk to call your phone.
Yeah, the problem is I think my phone's on silent because I usually put it on silent when I go to bed. You get all
Yeah.
these weirdos
Well.
texting all night long. You know who you
Hmm.
are.
Weirdos.
Weirdos. So yeah, he's dead. So rip. And what else we got?
I hope you gave him a fitting burial and
Yeah.
didn't just flush him
Nope. He goes. Certain fish go out into the garden. Let's put it that way. They go to
to
the garden,
become
compost.
life again.
I throw them in the. I have like this little planter box with some junipers. That's where the. Oh, let's talk about this. This is depressing too, since we're on depressing topics. Ahab. Ahab died. My betta,
Oh, yeah, the white betta.
the white betta. He was about 3.5 years old. Guessing. I don't know how old he was when I got him because I got him from Petco. But he was a good 3.5 years old. Yeah.
So,
I started noticing it
do you,
like early in the week that he was kind of like, I don't know, not swimming as much.
do you think it was like old age?
Yeah, maybe. That's pretty old for a betta, right? Well, it's a good life for a betta, I should say. At least a Petco betta, I think. That's the oldest betta I've ever had, actually. But yeah, poor,
Yeah.
poor Ahab. He went to the planter box too. So
Wow. Um,
plants will get some nutrition
you,
this year.
you must have one of the most fertilized planter boxes in all
Thanks,
of
man.
Pennsylvania.
Thanks, man. That's what I need to hear. Yup. So yeah, that's that. Sad. We still have the Geo, the wine Millerite that's in set in quarantine tank because we should talk about that. I don't know what's up with
Alashon
this.
says what's next comes in threes.
Well, I haven't checked the wine miller this morning. Let's knock on some wood. You trying to, dude? That's messed up, Alshon. He's trying to kill my fish. You guys heard that, right? He's actively trying to kill my fish. He's pronouncing them dead before they're even there. All right, let's see. I'm down a camera, so we got only one camera today. We had a cord issue. We're a little high here, so let's get down. Woo! Sorry, folks.
Cord issue.
Yeah, one of the cord for the other camera.
It's very blurry.
Very blurry. All right, well, hang on.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna get down
Unless
there
it's
first.
my eyes that are blurry.
You never know. But we're not there yet, so it's probably better it's blurry. All right, let's try this.
3G says dead fish swimming.
Dead fish swimming. All right.
As a parody on Dead Man Walking.
How's the glare on that? All right. Maybe I should take a walk
Yeah,
and see if
but
I can find my camera.
it is a bit glary.
Let me make sure I got the camera
I
squared
can
away
see
with
the
the settings.
tripod.
Okay. Well, the glare is, one thing. Oh, here's my phone. Sweet. Found it.
You found it. You should get a cord and attach your phone around your neck or something.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and it wasn't even on silent. Look at that. What an idiot. I could have
See
called
that?
it.
I could have called you.
Could have called me. All right, where are we at here?
Yeah.
Let's look at what I can see.
I
Whoa!
guess. Yeah.
Sorry.
I gotta start now you should lower the volume.
Yes, I got it. I got it. I'm already on it. Shano, what's up? See people now. TJ Autocross, what's going on, man? 3G. Alshon, Window Liquor. Shano. Mel Wool. Oh, Mel, speaking of that, people have asked for stickers. I saw your emails. I'm on it, okay? It takes me sometimes a little bit to get together and get the stickers out.
Did you order anything from them?
Not recently. You mean Sticker Mule or
I've been
whatever?
getting a lot of emails from them recently.
Yeah. Actually, they're doing this new thing called a branding kit. I was checking it out. It looked kind of interesting. I don't think it's live yet though.
Yeah, but
I'll check it out.
magnets.
I missed the
Makes a
magnets, man. I
lot
was kind of
more.
mad about that one. Or the keychains is the one I missed. Ghost Knife Graveyard.
Yep.
Thanks, John. Congrats on winning that lottery, by the way, you bastard. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
Fooled everybody in the the Discord.
What lottery?
He posted a picture of a lottery ticket that won like $500,000. He's like, "Oh my god, it's the best day of my life." I'm like, "Holy shit!" And he's like, "Yeah." And then I wake
April
up tomorrow
Fool's
and find out it's April. Yesterday was it? Yeah, exactly. So I was like, "You son of a bitch, got me." What good times.
Yeah.
Party life. Good morning. What's going on, Steph? Silver Creek.
Believe me, if somebody won the lottery, they wouldn't be posting it.
The sound of silence. It's funny. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Vibes. What's going on? Silver Creek. Good morning. Elaine. Good morning. Good morning. Missing anyone here? Yeah. Morning, well, Mel Wool. Good morning. Bipolar
Renee's
Fishkeeper.
here. Aqualife is here.
Fishymon's here. Al Wet Sox is here. Good morning. Dennis Christensen's
I's
here.
here.
Bipolar
I's
Fishkeeper.
here.
Eric T's here.
I's here.
Jennifer Weaver. Good morning. Good morning.
Kano.
So that's the other question I can ask everyone. Mary Beth. Good morning.
Alien.
I think I hit everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Good morning. Vinoxky. Good morning. Long Family Shoal. Good morning. Shanna. 503. Good morning.
Elaine.
All right. Moving on.
Vibes.
We see this guy. We can see this guy.
Bipolar Express.
Now let's see if we can see a little bit
I mean,
more
the
on this guy.
Bipolar Fishkeeper.
The Bipolar Express. That's an
where that
awesome
came
name. That is hilarious. All right, can we see this guy? All right.
Al Wet Sox.
Actually, he does look a little better today too.
Dennis
Well,
Christensen.
I had done on this guy. We were doing Canaplex.
Is that Sunshine I see?
This is
Sunshine.
It's a flashlight.
Oh, it's a light. It's not
It
sunshine.
is not sunshine. Um,
Sunshine on my shoulders makes
makes
me
me happy.
happy.
Okay.
All right,
Are we done now?
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Um,
Now that we got that
so
out of the
yesterday,
way.
this past week, I did a dose of Canaplex in Metro on this guy. What was it? Every other day for 3 days. So basically, for
Is
the
that the
entire week.
spot guy?
Yeah, this is the guy that had the wounds on his
The
eye,
head on
head,
his, yeah, the
and the
wound on
weird
his head
stuff
and his
growing on the
eye.
roots of his fins. I don't know if you guys can
Huh.
see what looks. It looks like there's like, I don't know, stuff down there. Like it doesn't look like it should to me. Seems weird. Okay, so I did the Canaplex in the Metro, and Thursday was the day that yeah, Thursday was the day that I did the first water change to get and start taking the meds out of the water. So it was a week of meds basically, and it was looking good. It was healing. Um, the stuff on the roots of his fins didn't really go away, but the wound on his head was looking real good. And then what was it? I did the water change Thursday. Friday I didn't do anything. And then Saturday, yesterday, I was looking at him, and the wound that was getting better started to look fuzzy again. I'm like, uh-oh. So I threw some Ic-X into the water, believe it or not. And I figured I'd let it go till today to see how it looks. And the fuzz looks like it's gone. Um, maybe we get the macro camera out and take a couple shots and see if this looks like anything. If you guys see anything weird, I don't know.
I foresee I could
Maybe another
I
round of
some,
Canaplex.
sometimes I can see stuff in the future, and I foresee more fertilizer for your box.
Dude, that's messed up. Apparently, I was hitting dots this whole time.
Alishon agrees with me. Number 3. There's a
See,
bingo.
Allison, you are trying to kill my fish. It's messed up, man. I'm gonna wake up one of these days and this fish is gonna be dead, and you're the one that killed it. I blame you. All right, where is that camera I was just talking about? Let me get the tripod out for it. This is kind of low to the ground. Do I have another camera? I mean, another light.
Banowski's here.
What's up? What's up, man?
Shanna's here.
What's up? What's up, man? Laban Turner's here. The other thing that's going on is I believe my thread fins are breeding. So I must have at
Oh
least one
yeah, I
female.
remember you was telling me about that.
Yeah, and we can use the macro camera to verify if these are eggs or not, because I'm pretty sure they're eggs. Unless they're picking up pieces of sand and putting it in the moss, which is possible. But it looks like they're breeding, so we're gonna take a look at this. But until then, we're gonna try and get some pictures of this.
Does the sand have
It's sand.
little
It's silica.
eyes in it?
I haven't seen any eyes in the sand yet. Let's put it that way. Does the sand have eyes? Sounds like a movie.
Mm.
Alright, let's see if we can do this. Might be a need to be a little higher. Let's back this camera off a little. What are we looking at? Is it alright, right? Let's turn this on. Let's see what we can see.
Salient has a question. CCAM Matrix versus pot scrubbies
What is
from Dollar Store. What's your thoughts?
dollar score scrubbies all the way? Are we on autofocus? Yes. Let me just take a picture.
Is in my imagination, is that glass like really dirty?
It actually is. It's probably dirty, but I think the most of it's stuff on the inside. But it could be really dirty too. I haven't cleaned it in a while.
Well, that's what I meant. Algae on the inside.
Yeah, there's definitely algae on it.
I just thought I was wondering if it was just the camera or the glass. Genu,
What's up, Genu?
I'm about to pick up my groceries, so I'll be silent. I'll be listening only. Sorry.
Oh, Genu, thanks for being here. All right, let's see if we can get a picture of this guy in some light and get whatever's on his fin. Let's see if we can focus on that. Nope. Let's see, we gotta go.
Silver
All right,
Silver Creek Aquatics. The sand has eyes.
the sand has
A
eyes.
the prelude to the hills have
That's
eyes.
right. We need to get the
Set back in
autofocus
the
off. That's the
days
problem.
of tremors.
All right, now we got that in focus. Let's try and get a better shot. Whatever that is on his fin. It's gonna be hard, guys. Just do not like to stay still. I'm not taking video, I'm just taking pictures because I think that's gonna work out better for us. All right, let's see if we can get what's on his head too.
Well, my assumption is you're stressing the hell out of that fish.
I am. But it's for his own good, damn it. Okay. We did that. We're going to talk about that in a sec once we figure out what's going on there. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Rip. Spin man. He's not there anymore. But I need to move this tripod out the way. Actually, I need to use that tripod. This camera. Let's turn that off so I don't get anything in the lens. Okay, bear with me, folks. This is for science. Okay, I got pretty decent pictures of that. Hopefully we can see what the heck that is. And then we need to figure out a course of action. The ICX seems to have gotten rid of whatever fungus was happening on him, so maybe it was just because it's still an open wound. I don't know. Maybe I should keep up the ICX. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Okay. The other thing I got was some plants. Anubias. We gotta plant this stuff. Look at all
From
this.
from
Dustin's fish tanks had a
Dustin's.
yeah. Dustin had a sale this week. It was like
Dustin.
$4 a.
Did I call him Justin?
I don't know what you call them. I don't listen to you half the time.
Dustin.
Yeah, it was
Dustin's
pretty
fish
cheap, man.
tanks.
Honestly, so Dustin's fish tanks. Yeah, I mean whatever. It's not a bad deal. I got 11 of them for $45, $50.
Robbie's here.
What's up, Rob? How's it going, man? So some more Anubias. Put that in the tank somewhere or a couple tanks. All right. A little higher. Sorry, man. Usually I would
Did
switch
you
cameras
plant
at this.
any of them plants that I gave you the other day?
I planted them all. Well, I didn't plant them. Well, I planted some of them. I have them
Mm.
floating though, so in some tanks. The ones, the Ludwigia, I think is what it is. I have that floating.
Stem plants.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get a little bit better on this angle.
Didn't you say you don't have luck with stem plants?
Usually not. They don't do so well in my water. And these thread fins are going pretty crazy lately. Looking incredible. So.
The thread fins that you bitched about. Sorry, didn't mean to use that word. Complained about so much.
How did I complain? I just said that I wasn't sure if I had any
I
females.
don't know if I got any females at all. All I have is males. All I can see is males.
Okay. I don't remember saying it like that, but okay. Okay.
Good morning, Debs. Or I should say good afternoon. Good afternoon.
What's going on, Debbie? Don't mind this guy. He's out of his mind. All right, we're going to try and get some pictures of an egg here, or two. And we'll see. Threadfin rainbow eggs, maybe, possibly. You have a picture here? Nope. Don't have anything because the camera's off. Adjust this up. think that's where we need to be. Zoom
New
in.
local Austin. Just finished my work week. Easy on my Friday night wind down.
Right on, Austin. New local Austin, right? That's what it
Yeah,
is. Michael. Right on, man.
right on, right on.
Right on, right on. Let's take a picture. About as good as that's going to get.
The
Not sure what
bipolar
that
fish
is. Really hard to see.
says Fishymon has been working on his Jason's impersonation.
Yup, apparently. We know, we know.
TJ says that was quite the reenactment.
That's exactly how it went down, too. Alright, let's see how close we can get here. So I think that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, right there. Let's try and keep that right in the center focus. Tighten it down. We really need to know if this is an egg or not.
Too bad you don't have a microscope.
Yeah, right. Man, it's so
Blame
hard
your
to see.
son on that one.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't think this is an egg, honestly. I think it might just be a piece of sand. It's hard to tell. There's also other stuff back there, so we take a look at that. I gotta find it first. Up a little more. Or up as we can get. Alright, let's go back there. See it from there. I know this is riveting content, guys.
Nano Aquarium guys here. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Thanks for being here, man. Speaking of that, it's April now, isn't it? 1 month till what made me think of that Nano Aquarium guy was one of the winners last year of Pack a Bowl
Packable.
contest, right? That's coming up May.
Yeah. May, the month that the greatest people on planet Earth were born in.
You know, I have to agree with you. I can't argue that point.
Are you in May too?
Yeah, you remember this? Of course you don't.
No,
You
I
don't
don't.
remember anything. Yes, I'm at the end of May.
Oh, you're a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini. Yes, I am a Gemini. Okay, I got a couple pictures.
I am the bull.
Let us leave you. And we'll move the camera back over here. Get this out of the way. Let's move the camera so you guys get a better
Jennifer
angle on
Weaver,
this.
you should see lots of eggs. The threadfin spawn all the time. The
Yeah, well, I
eggs
keep
are
seeing these
tiny.
things. That's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking they're eggs. I did have a mop in that tank, and I took the mop out because it looked like there was a bunch of little eggs in there. But the eggs are really, really, really small. And I'm pretty sure they're eggs. I can't imagine what the hell else they'd be. Here, let's turn the light on. Maybe this will help. How's that? Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Boom. Yeah, that's definitely better. Let's move this over here. Window liquor number 5 is in May. Put a mop back in, yeah. But you see, I don't know
Hey,
if you can see.
window liquors in May as well.
Well, let's take a look at the pictures I just took, okay? And then we'll see.
Let's take
Let's
a
take a
look at the
look.
pictures you just took.
We'll
How
look.
about we take a look at the pictures you just took?
You know, it's a pretty good idea, dude. Let me get on that. Get my plug in here.
Steven says March baby's way better.
March, baby, March, baby. Yeah, whatever. Did you hear a boo?
Yes, I did. Now, just as you said it, I heard it. I heard it twice. Because
Cool.
it was so nice.
Twice as nice. I think that second time unhooked it, actually. Where is it?
Bruisers says 6 days till the first auction this year.
That's right. Next Saturday is the Fish Fam auction.
What's up, Bruiser?
case nobody saw it, there's a video up on Skipper's channel. Okay, let's look at these.
Your little montage to the swap
Ode to the
to the auction.
Yep. Ode to the auction. That's what we can call that.
Ode.
Ode to the auction. All right, two things got to happen right now. I need to get my phone again. Phone again. And I need to top my coffee off.
It's an ode. I see two thread fins flaring. Yep. It's two males.
Oh yeah, they've been going at it for a while. And they started really coloring up too. I don't know if the camera's even picking any of the oranges, yellows on those guys. And they got stripes. I never knew they had stripes. But okay. Let's take a look at pictures. Picture number 1.
Wow, look at them go, man.
Yeah, they are going. Holy cow. Going off the screen. Awesome fish though, really. I mean, look at them.
You gotta make a shot of this, dude.
Mm-hmm. You ain't wrong. Okay. Let's check out this dude. Whoops. Okay. Alright, this is what I was talking about before. There's whatever at the root of his thing does not look good.
It looks like a lesion.
It does, doesn't it? Doesn't look good. Move. Direction we go. This is 52. I think this goes 53. Cool. Yeah, you see that? Doesn't look good, right?
Spots have looked like it is healed up.
Some of them, yeah. Let's see. We'll keep going.
But
another picture. All right, there's the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. And it's on both sides, man. There's something really weird with this, right? This does not look normal to me. At all.
It doesn't.
Way, shape, or
not
form.
Not to me, at least. I don't know.
There's that white thing.
I'm not a veterinarian, a fish veterinarian or not.
And that's his head. You can see, like, the marks. They do look like they're better. I do think that Icax kept the fungus or whatever it was. It looks almost healed. There's that root of his fin, man. Yeah, something is fucked up there. Oh, sorry. Pardon my French. Does anybody know what that is? Because that does not look good. Alright, now this is the picture of that. This looks like sand to me. It looks very not round, angular.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. It's even more looking like sand.
I would
now
say
this
you got
looks like an egg with a piece of sand under it. And that was about as close as I could get to that. But there are a bunch of these little round looking things in there too, so I'm thinking there are eggs in there, man.
That looks wrong, baby, wrong like a circle. Wrong, baby, wrong like a circle.
Okay. Probably should have taken more pictures of the eggs, but what I've been doing is I've been leaving the moss. Whoops.
Jennifer seems to think those are eggs.
Okay, cool. Well, look, there's something falling right through the surface right there. Yeah, and there you can kind of even see in the moss, you see those little white specks every once in a while. Those are what looks like eggs or sand. So maybe I just pull the moss out. I've been pulling the moss out and sticking it in the tank up above it that's empty. Didn't you email the pic of the Geo to Dr. A for advice? No, I didn't. Oh, couldn't I? Yeah, I guess I could. I guess I could. So,
Fish Tanks Aquatics, hello.
Good morning. Maybe, see, I do have, all right, there's two meds I have Canaplex. I have Metro, well, it's Paraclens, but it's got metronidazole and praziquantel in it.
Daniel Velez is asking, couldn't you email the picture of Geos to Dr. A for advice?
I probably could and probably should. So yeah, I should. I'll have to get his email, see what he thinks. But I don't know. But let me look. The other thing I have is what is it? Doxycycline, which is a fin and body cure. Might try that because it is on his fins. I think that will wreck the cycle, but I don't really care. I'll just make sure I stay up on water changes. I might just keep Icex in the water to keep any sort of fungus out. Look at those two go. Holy cow.
Yeah, when threadfins start flaring, man, they don't stop. It's like the males are just.
From what I read, they breed
I have
in
2
30
males
days.
in my tank, and there are no females in there, but there are female Gertrude,
Yes.
and they flare at the female Gertrude all the time.
There's my stream. It was like 20 minutes behind. Okay, cool.
Greg's planted tank says clean water and a bit of salt.
That was what I was gonna do. Some salt. It's not a bad idea. 10-gallon tank. How much salt would you use? Tablespoons. I have aquarium salt and I also have marine salt. I'm assuming just aquarium salt would probably be enough. Perhaps. I'm never sure about the dosage on salt.
Liquor 5 says I'm with Greg on this one.
Well, I'm not opposed to trying the salt method here, so let's settle on a dosage.
Good morning, Patty.
What's up, Patty?
Patty says, I have to lurk for a few. Be back.
Hey, Patty, thanks for warning.
2 tablespoons if no substrate and what?
There's sand.
2 tablespoons if no substrate on what?
Oh my god.
1 tablespoon of
2 tablespoons if no substrate, 1 tablespoon. I'm guessing it's supposed to be if substrate. Okay, why would you use less if you have substrate? To me, that doesn't seem like a whole lot of sense. And the substrate is just a thin layer of sand, just so, you know, the geos and the other thing that was in the tank were darters too, so they needed a little bit of something. What's up,
maybe you should
Mexicali?
do a poll. Mexicali, what's up?
Because you don't have a full 10 gallons. Oh, I see. But, I mean, dude, we're talking like, minuscule
Minuscule.
amounts of sand here. It's not a lot. Let's put it that way. Like a dusting. Just enough to cover glass.
It's minuscule.
Yeah, okay. I think, well, maybe at that point, why wouldn't you just give me a teaspoon and a half? All right, let's do a poll here.
I knew you were gonna say that.
All right. Well, I mean, whatever. Can't hurt, right? Start a poll.
Liquor
10
says 1
G
tablespoon per
salt.
5 gallons. It says on my box of salt.
All right, well, I guess we go. 1 table. That's TBL, right? Per 10 G 2 table per
Patty says I've often
G.
done 1 tablespoon per gallon of serious shit.
That is pretty serious. At that point, why wouldn't I just do a salt dip? That wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Coop has an excellent article.
Excellent article. Anybody want to link it? An excellent article on salt dosage.
Hey Patty, how
Why
about
the
you link it?
hell is that even talking to me?
How about you link it, Patty?
Yeah, Patty. Earn your keep around here. Yeah, 1 tablespoon is not enough for a salt dip, right? But I'm saying, well, 1 tablespoon per gallon. That's a lot of salt. I think at that point you should be measuring salinity and not whatever, right? Probably should be measuring salinity to
Or
begin with.
maybe you should just do it in
How
a
about this?
specimen jar. Do a dip in a
Well,
specimen
yeah, I
jar,
would
and
create
then
a bath for it to dip the fish into, right? Like yeah, probably a specimen container, probably big, maybe a bucket, probably a bucket would probably be easier.
specimen container, and then
I feel
dip
better with a
in.
bucket because he's a little bit bigger of a fish. Those specimen containers are tight. You're worried about him jumping
Aquarium
out.
Co-ops have got some big specimen containers.
I have the large one.
Oh, you do.
I do. Okay. What I think I should do now is I think I should take some of this moss out and put it in the tank upstairs. Especially this one. This one's like covered in white stuff. And that one in the back there. So do that. Put
Bipolar
it up there.
saying Coop says one tablespoon per 3 gallons.
3, 6, that'd be 3 tablespoons in a. All right. Well, here's the other thing. I think the other thing I have experienced is adding 3 tablespoons per gallon of salt to a 10-gallon tank all at once is probably going to kill a fish. That's a lot of salt. I know it's
Patty
rock
just
salt, but
posted the article.
cool. Thank you, Patty.
A link for the article.
Yeah, cool. I'll check it out. But I am going to add some salt. I'll start
Vibes
out.
getting breakfast, y'all.
Who is?
Vibes.
All right, man. Some for me, dude. Let's grab this moss.
Only Oscars. I said 2 tablespoons, but I don't have substrate in a hospital tank.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a hospital tank. It was just a quarantine for my darters. A grow out tank actually is more like what it was. So they got a little bit bigger because they were babies when I bought them. Man, does that feel cold? 76. Take this one too.
Make him. I'm late
You're
to
late,
this
Mick.
discussion, but for sick fish, why not do little by little?
That's what I
Might
was kind
work
of thinking.
first.
Start with
First dose.
yeah, like maybe every hour or so, add a little bit more till you're up to the full dosage. Every couple hours, maybe twice a day. You add a little bit of salt.
Mix salt with water prior to adding to tank.
Yeah, but that's gonna right. But if you, all right, I don't know. I guess I'm not making myself clear. Uh, you're changing the salinity from essentially 0, right, to like whatever three tablespoons per gallon would be. And to me, that seems like that salinity is going to change from 0 to like 0.010 or something like that, which is a pretty high jump from 0 to that right off the bat. Especially if you mix it. Does that make sense?
I don't know,
I don't
but
know. These are freshwater fish. I don't know how much salt they can handle. A little bit of salt, I understand. Supposed to help with osmotic pressure and all that good stuff. All right, I stirred that up, but we're going to leave them go. Close that
it
lid.
says I dump all 2 tablespoons in 10-gallon with no substrate at all.
Yeah.
At once.
Right.
With the fish in it.
Right.
And I have never had an issue with my.
Right. But you're at right.
With,
but you're not mixing. You're not mixing. You're just throwing the rocks in, right? So that the salt will dissolve at a rate. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm always worried about shocking fish, stressing fish. I have killed fish by adding too much salt at once. Straight up. In a 55-gallon tank, that's add salt. Make sure you put this much in. Okay, threw that much in. Next 5 minutes later, fish are floating. Oh, okay.
Good morning, Zeppelin.
Thanks for the advice. So I am a little weary of doing that for that very reason. All right. 1 rounded tablespoon.
Greg Planted Tank says, read the article.
I will read the article. Read the article. Here's my aquarium salt. I never even opened this one. Add salt with a water change. Good idea. Not a bad idea. Oops, I guess I should have turned that camera All right, where's the article?
Patty posted a link to it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. There it is. All right. Salt essentially causes death by dehydration. By raising the salinity of aquarium, water is sucked out of the bacteria, fungus, and parasite as osmosis seeks to balance the salt concentration on each side of the membrane, or skin. These tiny organisms dehydrate faster than the fish because the fish has more mass and more stored water, and therefore the pathogens end up dying before the host do. However, some microorganisms can withstand higher salinity, which is why salt is not a 100% bulletproof solution. Okay. Should I use salt all the time? No. Should not be used as a daily preventative. It would be like a healthy person misusing antibiotics and taking a pill every day to minimize the risk of infection. Eventually, superbugs may appear that are resistant to the antibiotic. Any fish disease that gets past your protective salt barrier will be quite resistant. Okay. Skip ahead here. Let's go to the level 1 treatment. Normal aquarium salt, not rock salt. I'm sorry, NaCl rock salt, not table salt, marine salt, or Epsom salt. However, table salt, I disagree with that. Table salt is NaCl as long as it doesn't have the caking agent, which is a lot of table salts do have, which is prussiate of soda, something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's anti-caking agent. But even then, it's supposed to be in such small doses it doesn't matter. And sometimes salt has iodine in it too, so that's the other reason. Table salt. But if you have just like kosher sea salt, that's the same damn thing. Okay. One
Salient's
tablespoon
asking
per 3 gallons, what this says. Salient's asking what?
Where's Eduardo? Second week in a row.
Okay, this guy says to pour directly into the aquarium. Some people like to dissolve it in a cup first. This level of salt is like using Neosporin topical ointment for a small cut. Strong, can fight mild cases of bacterial and fungal infections. Plus, it gently irritates the fish slime coat, causing the fish to make more beneficial mucus that can block some parasites. Okay, see. Level 2 treatment.
Greg's Planted Tank says table salt is so small it changes the dose.
Oh, I see. So you're getting... I see what you're saying. I see. That's a fair statement.
More per tablespoon.
Yeah, because there's less air or less gaps because of
as opposed to aquarium salt.
Did that just beep again? What is going on here?
Yeah, it did.
I think that cord is.
And again.
Yeah, because I just unplugged it. Okay. All right, and this one's as the level of treatment goes up, the more the dosage gets higher, all the way 1 teaspoon to 2 gallons. It says to use this. For example, you can use this recipe to treat ick. This treatment is capable of combating a wider range of illnesses. However, if the symptoms are getting worse after 5 days, try increasing the concentration. When the medication and the lower salt levels have no effect, it's time to bring out the big guns. Raise the concentration to 1 tablespoon per 10 gallons. It's very hard on scaleless fish and other sensitive species, so do your research beforehand. Cichlids, as well as their fry, tend to be fairly salt tolerant. Even Neocaridina and cherry shrimp are quite hardy in that. Well, yeah, they like the minerals. As water evaporates, the salt is left behind. Remember that. How long should I do the salt treatment? Until it looks healthy. At the end of it, do a 30% water change without any salt. Okay. That's what we've learned. So let's end this poll. See what people think. Okay. It's a 50-50 mix.
How much people voted?
I don't know. What does it say? So I love these people. Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want, buddy. That's what I said. 1 tablespoon per gallon. The level 3 treatments for the series. Stop skimming all this info here.
Millions asking who eats tuna and spam right out the can.
Okay, all right. I eat tuna, but I use the packets, all right? And they usually come like flavored and stuff, so I just eat it right out of the packet with a fork. That's how I roll. Sometimes I put bread on it or mix some
You know how
mayo.
long I haven't had spam? Now you got me feeling for some spam.
Some spam. I've had spam like once in my life. It's all right.
Spam is good, man.
You fry it.
Yeah. Some butter.
Fried in
Put a
butter.
little bit of
Wow.
ketchup.
Wow. All right.
Put a little ketchup in it.
So people are saying, let me get my trusty tablespoon measurement thingy here. So the people have decided nothing. I gotta get use this for my brine shrimp. Speaking of brine shrimp, I gotta make some. I think. Did I make brine shrimp? Is there? No, I didn't. Okay. Probably should have did that before I rinse this out, but whatever. All right. Salt. Should probably do a water change first. Pull out some meds. Whatever's left in the water.
Oh,
shit.
what?
Nothing. I started pushing water through the hose instead of sucking water out.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
If you catch it quick enough, you're all right. So when it starts coming out the end, you're like, oh no. Hang in there, dude. Try not to kill you. See if we get any uneaten food. I've been feeding him. He does eat. He's just not happy about this whole scenario here, buddy. I understand. We're gonna get you better, all right? I don't know.
Salient's asking, do you guys bother with TDS meters?
I have a TDS meter, yeah.
Something I've never worried about.
It's a good. It's good to give you a quick snapshot without having to pull out like pH and GH,
Robin
KH
says I
meters.
only use TDS for shrimp.
There's a lot of that. I don't really use it much except for measuring my RO. Make sure I'm not getting any TDSs or whatever. They're not climbing. That's when I know I need to change the filters. I used to see the problem is my TDS and my tap water is like almost 400, right? So some of these tanks get like 500-600. So that's it's good.
Patty's asking
Can't hurt to use it. And they're only like $10-12, man. They're not much.
which of his sick fish is this now?
The Geophagus langmilleri.
I don't know if Patty was here for your death announcements.
The 2 death announcements.
Mm.
There's 2 death announcements. My beta Ahab died.
His beta died. Ahab.
Ahab, he died this week earlier. I think he was just aged out. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. I hit him with a bunch of water. He's got a. What's going on with you, dude? There's something weird with you. Yeah, Ahab. Oops. Apparently I bumped that. And then the one that was spinning in circles. He died.
Did you hear that, Patty?
He died.
Ahab died, and the what was it again? The spinning one. What?
Yeah, it was a Gara.
Gara.
It was a Gara Rufa, but yeah.
Agara Rufa that was spinning.
Yep.
They both passed away.
Yup.
They are now in the great beyond.
Yup. Okay. There's a dead shrimp in there. Gotta suck that out too. Yup. Okay. Water was changed.
Patty says, I thought the deal was doing more better.
He was doing better. But his head was clearing up. And that was when? Thursday, Friday? And that's when I did a water change. And then Saturday, after the course of meds, I did a water change. His wound in his head was healing. Saturday, I noticed that the wound was looking a little fungusy. That was yesterday. So it looked like it was getting fungused up again. So I put some Icex in the water. And today the fungus is gone. I guess that helped. And but this stuff that's on the root of his fins has not gotten any better, hasn't changed after the course
Patty
of.
says, I heard about Ahab. Sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear about Spinner, but he's finally resting now.
He's
The
out of
poor baby.
his pain. I tried to help him.
Did you try to help him, or did you try to help yourself?
I tried to help him because at the end of the day, I wasn't the one that was spinning around in circles trying to eat.
Well, that's why I suggested what I suggested weeks ago.
All right, I'm going to do the salt. If I don't notice any change in a couple of days, I'm going to put some more meds in the water. And I'm going to use Canaplex. The only thing that seemed to help was to make sure, I guess, it didn't get an infection in the head where the wound was. I'm sure salt will probably keep that fungus down too.
Patty says, I wish I would have given you some Polyguard when I saw you. I meant to bring it.
Damn it, Patty. Damn it, Patty.
Select bet. Has everyone hit the thumbs up?
That's a good question.
I think we're missing some.
That's a good question. All right. Let's get these meds in the water and move on with life. Let's get some salt. What are we doing? Should we start out with 2, 3? Jeez, that seems like a lot, right? All right, that's it. This is all on your heads, man. I'm washing my hands of this matter. I'm going to follow what you said with the Coop method for the level 1, okay? We'll do level 1. 3 tablespoons per 10 gallons. No. Is that what it was? It was 3 tablespoons per 3 gallons. 1 tablespoon per 3 gallons, so it'd be 3 tablespoons. Holy cow, man. How does my...
It would be 1.3333.
Repeating, of course. 1 tablespoon per 3 gallons. 369.
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons. Rounded tablespoons.
Select wants to know, have you started the Packer Bowl 2023?
It's beginning of May.
I might have missed it. No, we have not. It's in May.
Rounded. Dropping salt all over the floor.
Select is in May.
May. So you got a month to think about it, and then you have a month to get it done because it's at the end of May. Okay. One. It's all in your heads, people. Just gonna tell you that right now.
I'm conflicted
This is how
as
Alshon
to
killed him.
whether I should break down my bowl and just
Redo it.
redo it or start a whole new bowl.
I was tempted. I was tempted to break my, even though I do kind of like it. I don't know. I don't know. Plants downstairs. I mean, everything down here is like a mess. Everything's just covered in like a hair algae. It's just, that's heaping. 2. Okay. Oops. That's a little heaping. 3. Look, buddy.
Window liquor says he LOL he goes another beat up the coop if this doesn't work.
No, I'm gonna beat you
Probably
guys up. I'll blame all of you. All right. What's next? What do we need? I should put some brine shrimp into my hatchery and check my worms. We'll check on him in a little bit. I got some new brine shrimp eggs today. Trying them out. Whoops. I got them from Brine Shrimp Direct.
Alex says I vote second one so that we have comparison.
Second one.
He's probably talking about the bowl.
Oh, right. That makes sense. All right, this is the premium grade brine shrimp eggs from Brine Shrimp Direct.
Mm-hmm.
Great Salt Lake origin. Mix 1 2/3 round tables of salt per quart.
So what made you switch?
I actually did the numbers on that. These are cheaper per volume. This is 1.75. I think the coops is, what is that, 3.5, right? Ounces, which is 2 of these. If you buy 1 can of the whatever 3.5 ounces and shipped, is more than buying 2 of the 1.75 ounces shipped. And they're both premium grade, I guess. So I was gonna check them out.
Peplin said you should do a 10-gallon tank contest.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah. All right. I'm gonna put 1. I think I should do 2 of these. All right. Let's do 2 of these. I already salted the water. And the water should be hopefully salty enough. It was salty enough for the other one, so.
Window Liquor says, okay, let's turn the wheel. How about the phosphate tests?
Good call.
Where are we on the BBA battle?
Well, look. Let's look. Let me finish this. We'll go check that out. It's a good call. I keep forgetting about that window liquor. But all right, we got brine shrimp eggs. I gotta deal with some worms real quick. Gotta feed my black worms. I feed these guys algae wafers.
Peplin says I don't do fish bowls. LOL.
Fish bowls. Do other kind of bowls? Is that what you're trying to say? Ow. Alright. These worm colonies we're struggling. We're starting to snap back now.
Patty's saying, and the play on words, pack a 10-gallon doesn't work. So start shopping, Peplin.
There you go. Patty has spoken. I feed these. These are Grindel worms. Feed these guys bottom wafers, basically. Extreme bottom wafers.
Nano says, just get a 15-gallon bowl.
There you go. Like the one that Kenny E has, right? That thing's
Yeah.
huge. It's like a 30-gallon.
Huge.
It's like a 20-gallon, 29-gallon bowl. Thing is giant. Hey,
It's
didn't say there was a
huge.
limit on the size of the bowl. Just got to be a bowl or some sort of container that's not a square fish tank.
Fish Dream says, I keep looking for a bowl with no luck.
What did we find them at? Hobby Lobby has them on sale a lot of times. Check out their clearance. Michaels.
Michaels.
Stuff like that. Even like Target, things like that. They have like those little, sometimes little clearance sections for those little
Hobby
home
Lobby
goods.
has stuff like that on sale all the
Here is
time.
my vinegar eel colony. It's still surviving. I haven't fed any of it yet though. Should I be weirded out that the apple that I put in here is developed teeth marks, considering it was an apple I bought at the store that was like prepackaged and sliced?
Teeth marks.
It looks honestly, it looks like there's teeth marks in this apple slice, like somebody bit it, and then
Maybe it was
I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I ate the rest of them.
maybe
Ow.
it was what's his name?
What was his name?
That
Who? What?
Monty. Maybe Monty tried to bite the apple.
Yeah, dude. Monty and I are having odds today.
Why?
I'm not happy with this cat. I'm about to disown him, kick him back out.
You pissed on something?
No. We have like a Tupperware or like a sterilite container with like a rubber lid, like a lid thingy on it, right? That we keep all the cat treats and dog treats in. And it's on like the storage rack out in like the pantry area, whatever. And yeah, he always climbs up there and he starts like biting holes and stuff in a stupid container. Well, managed to get the lid open and pull out like 2 bags of his cat treats, and he ate the entire bag of one of them, and then chewed like the living hell out of the other bag. And they were like, what are those, like freeze-dried minnows? So the dude ate like half a pound of minnows last night. Then he has the audacity to beg for treats this morning. I almost killed him. Monty?
Did you let him know you were annoyed?
It doesn't matter. You don't care. You don't care. And the black cat, and who did it? Monty did it. All right.
Patty says, I came home to the same thing last night. Cat treats were everywhere.
All right. Can we see this? Yes.
Nano Guy says, select pet. Check Hobby Lobby or Walmart if you want a bigger one. Check the flower shop. You can sometimes get those.
I need a bottle brush in a big bad way.
Select Pet says, vinegar eel, word to the wise. They won't survive if you forget to have them. Oh, let me start over. Vinegar eel, word to the wise. They won't survive if you forget you have them for a year and then find them.
That's probably a fair assessment. I got a new turkey baster.
Everything.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to try this out because I bought this to make my Merpashi. The stupid eyedropper they give me.
Patty says her black cat was the perp as well.
Yup. Little stinkers. Okay, what else? This is what I got at the Clash, or not the Clash. Sorry, the swap last week. I bought Dragonstone. A couple pieces. Well, 3 pieces. And I spent a whole lot of the other day cleaning it out.
Why is
see,
bipolar's
this is hollow?
bipolar fish keepers thing being held for
Review?
review.
I don't know. Probably because you said. What does it say?
My
Sometimes.
cat is a dick.
Yeah, that's
My
why.
cat is a dick and does
I wonder
the
if there's an
same thing.
inappropriate word in there that might need to be reviewed. Hmm.
No, he's just calling his cat's name is Dick.
Hmm. I wonder.
What's wrong with having a cat named Dick? You know,
Well, it's an apt name for a cat, but I don't think YouTube likes it. So,
Robert coming in a little bit late. Good
Robert,
morning, everyone. Can't chat. Waiting on coffee.
good morning. All right. Slowly over time, I've been adding dragonstone to my cave tank. Every once in a while, I'll pick up a couple rocks. Oh, that ain't gonna work because I'm gonna trip and fall. Okay, and I will continue to keep adding pieces of rocks to this tank.
All cats' names should be Dick.
Yes. Okay. Now, this is an issue. These little blind cave tetras are like piranhas. They don't
And
care.
they nibble at your hand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Too bad,
What they
too
really like
bad
is
they
that
don't.
mole on my arm. I don't know what they think it's like a worm.
Oh my, that's disgusting.
Ow. Speaking of disgusting, this water is in my armpit right now.
You see why I got rid of that damn tank?
I can't even see what I'm doing. I feel like I'm trying to get up there, but something's stuck.
That's what she said.
Let's try it this way. That's what she said. Nope. What am I hitting here? That's the pillar. Okay. We need to be on that side of the pillar. The stalactite there. Oh, I need a ladder. I can't get under this. Hang on. Set you down there. Oh, that's why there's a rock there. Maybe we should do it to the other side. Oh, this is disgusting.
That's why I gave you that tank. I swapped that tank with you,
Here, we can
man,
put it over
because
here.
I was tired of always having wet armpits
I'm gonna stick
when
this rock
cleaning it.
here. Hey, that works pretty good actually.
Vibes going to church. Thanks for listening, y'all.
Thanks for being here, Vibes. All right.
Thanks for the live stream, y'all. Hugs and tell your friends and family you love them dearly.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Select pet says blanket tetras being like piranhas might be the reason they're illegal here too. A lot of dumb reasons, like if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, they just, you know, they only have they're kind of missing like their eyes, so I can understand that they like to nibble on everything. Oh shit. I think that fell back. Yeah, it did. We don't want to go all the way back.
And Select says Jason is full of "that's what she said" phrases this morning.
Oh my god. I'm about to lose this rock. Can't.
3G says I think I need a tank like that for my mud skippers.
That would be cool, huh? That would be pretty cool. Like a 2-layer thing like that. Like a tier, like, you know, I can understand.
Tier. A
Do it, man!
tier.
I have a build video on how I did this on my channel. Dude, this is making my armpits like, oh, soaked. Totally soaked.
It is a big church day today.
It's Palm
Palm
Sunday,
Sunday.
yeah, isn't it? think maybe. Ooh, don't step on that. I don't know. We're gonna need something over here too. Or this rock. So maybe we just do that this time.
By the way, what are you doing?
I was putting those dragon stones in here just to kind of build up the back wall a little bit, make it look a little cavey.
Where did you get those stones from? The that pet shop?
Yeah, last week.
Robert's back.
Thanks, what's up, Robert? Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, whatever. Good
Robert
enough.
probably got his coffee.
Let's hope. Let's see what we got. Figure the video. We are on autofocus. We can zoom, I think, a little bit. Yeah, not much. No point. Whatever.
Select says Jason has a winner of a shirt today. That's
Yeah,
an awesome design.
like that. The old Tennessee Fish Mafia, repping it.
I got one of them.
Dirty. Yeah.
Yep.
Just get it from the man.
Yep.
Myth.
Bought it off of
All right, let's do
Ed
some
himself.
Abuse. I'm sorry. Anubius.
Killer Kitty, good morning.
I don't know if we talked about this, but this tank used to have a big algae problem. Still has an algae problem, but it is actually getting better.
ENW Aqua, good morning.
Good morning. But anyway, my point was,
Yeah,
I've been
what were
slowly
you
adding
saying? I
plants
didn't
into
mean to
this
interrupt you,
tank.
but I did, and I am right now. What are you saying?
I said I've been slowly adding plants to this tank, and the more plants I seem to add, the less algae. Like, what do you call it?
It's funny how that works,
The
isn't it?
hair algae seems to be not growing as much. I've been staying up on the water changes, at least weekly.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yup. Removing all those excess nutrients. Adding some plants to soak up excess nutrients. Nutrients. I can't even speak. Where'd you come from? So we're going to add some more Anubius. I need to get plant weights as well. These guys.
Patty says that tank looks a lot better.
It's getting there.
And 3G agrees.
That it looks better?
Yeah.
Cool. And we're going to stick that in there. The biggest thing you got to worry about in this tank right now is the gars like to knock everything loose. So like the plants, if you don't anchor them.
Select says I had BBA in a tank, dropped some wild, unidentified mollies in it, and the algae got scared and disappeared in a week.
There you go. I don't think that's a good place for this. What is this? This is like a dying plant. Get this out of here. What was this? It's got a plant weight on it though. Maybe we'll stick this in the shrimp tank and see if it spawns back. Respawn. Check it out.
Robert saying, has anyone had dwarf 4-leaf clover in the tank before? I bought some yesterday and I'm trying it out.
Dwarf 4-leaf clover. Isn't that
Yeah, there's
hydrocotyle?
a name. Yes, Japan.
Japanicus?
Hydrocotyle, yeah. I have tried it, but it doesn't seem to do good for me. It gets the leaves melt off and the stem keeps growing with tiny little, I don't know, tiny little things on it, like
Nodules.
maybe, yeah, something like that, and it just gets like a big wad of like moss or something.
See how that does
You
there
know,
more.
it gets very, you know,
Do I know?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know if you don't
I
know.
don't think you know.
I don't know either.
All right, maybe we
I
don't
know.
stick it all in there. Let's find another tank for some of this stuff. Okay. Well, we put like 6 in there, 5 or 6, something like that. Hopefully that works. Maybe I put some in the. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Throw some in the goldfish tank. These guys could use some Anubias
Squeezy
in here.
says, yes, Robert, I bought some and had for years, but it never grew or propagated.
What, that hydrocotyle?
Yeah.
Now, how do we want to do this? Good stick, actually. Kind of cool to get
Yeah,
this up on the
I
ship.
couldn't get it to go. It just like, yeah, created a big wad of stem and nodules or little bubbles or something. I don't know. All the leaves were off of it, so I just got rid of it.
All the leaves are brown. Trying to get this little skull out of here. All right, why don't you guys go over there?
Hydrocotyle, Tripartita,
See my little skull?
does does well for me with lots of light.
There's a whole corpse in here, a whole skeleton.
Of what?
A little
Of
skeleton.
some kind of fish?
No, it's like a little. Can you see my hand?
Yeah, but I can't see what is in it. Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh, it's a little tiny. Where
So,
you get that from?
it was like a whatever decoration thingy, like for terrariums and stuff or whatever.
Okay.
There's a whole skeleton in here. I had the whole body like laid out at one point, and then everybody just moved it everywhere. That was kind of the point. He was like the captain of the ship. You know how the captain doesn't like to
Paul
leave.
Stero says, "Happy Sunday, fish nerds."
What's up, Bo? Let's stick you in there. I think that's gonna look
Um,
good.
Killer Kitty says, "Has anybody bought plants from Modern Aquarium website?"
Modern Aquarium website. I don't think so. Never heard of it. Let's do some more. There's like the idea back here. There's like a little crevice. I think that's a crevice. I don't think the plant's gonna go in there. Nope, it's not a hole. Stick it through there. Got to get it so that the goldfish don't knock it loose. That's probably gonna fall out. I don't like that. Let's get the roots on one side and the plant on the other. Try and wedge it down below. Yeah, if that comes
I
loose, we'll
pulled
fix
out
it.
a bunch of moss from my planting tank yesterday. Sometimes I gotta just thin the moss out because it gets so thick on that piece of driftwood that it starts to like starve some of the plants out for light.
Okay, I'm gonna bury some of these roots, but I'm leaving the rhizome above the surface. I don't want to hear anybody bitching about that. Plants have roots for a reason. All right, where else can we go? Ooh, there's a little crooks. I like that.
California dreaming on point.
You like that? All right, cool. Whoa.
I don't know what they're talking about because I wasn't listening to you at all.
It's when you said something, all the leaves are brown, and I started singing that. All the leaves are all the. That's the song called California Dreaming.
Yeah. I vaguely remember you
Vaguely
saying.
remember? Yeah, because,
Yeah.
do it a lot. Okay. All right.
And Steph, I hate stupid people's here. Hello, Steph.
What's going on? Good morning. What are duckweed roots for? It's a good question. Soak up the nutrients.
Paul Cetera says, I wet my plants, sells fully submerged plants only so melting dieback is minimal.
Yeah, and then Elaine Lucart says that she's bought plants from Modern. They're very nice. She got a big assortment for $3. Wow. Wow. I have to check them out. Modern, what's it called? Modern Plants? Modern Aquariums, right? I'm guessing it's just a web page, right?
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know.
What else? What else is new? Well, we did have those, we talked about this, didn't we? My angels, they bred, then they ate all their babies. They ate all their eggs. Take a look at them.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at them. I've been working on a little project here, too, so I've been busy filming a lot of stuff. Let me move this down so we can look at this tank. I gotta turn the light on, too. See if we see anything. Dude, probably, it was like, it was over a week ago that they spawned, so I might be getting ready to do it again. Ouch. Man, this is killing me. Whoops. Guess we need to keep an eye on these fish, because this is the same tank that that other Geo came out of. Whoops. You are looking fat.
Sassy.
Sassy. I think that's the
Fat
female.
and sassy.
No, that might be the female. One of these two is the female. Where the hell's the other one? Oh, there he is. He's in the back. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know.
Fat and sassy.
That Geo looks fine. No weird
That was your
stuff.
nickname. That was your nickname in college, wasn't it?
Yes.
Fat and sassy.
Yes. Okay. These guys are fat. Gotta lay off
And
the food.
sassy.
I saw your pleco there the other night in here, at least one of them. I think I saw two.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Let's see if I can see any at the moment. See any. I gotta make some rapashi. Might start adding that, I bought that, what is it, that Vitachem stuff? I might actually add some of that to the rapashi. Just to kind of boost everybody's vitamin intakes. Considering I have the stuff, might as well use it. Yeah, none of these Geos have this weird stuff on the roots of their fins. So, it's definitely something weird with that guy. I wonder if they're wild caught. I don't know, man. Coming in with weird stuff. I guess I should ask.
What?
Those Geos. I don't know where she's getting them from. The woman I got them from.
Yeah. What's the name of her place again?
Oh, was it Elite Menagerie? She was at that swap.
Yeah.
Skipper got some fish over
Did
there
you
too.
check out her table when you were there?
I couldn't even get to the table.
I
Place
know
was
there
packed.
were so many people at her table. I just didn't go up to it. There was just so many people around her table. And Steph, I hate stupid people is saying Vitachem really works.
Cool. Now, do you add it to the food, or you can also add it to the water column? I don't know how much that does to the fish. I don't know. It seems weird. It's like bathing in like coconut butter. I don't know if it does you any good. Might make your skin feel nice. All right. Try MODs. I'll check out his tank. Oh, thank you, mods. I'll check out his site. I'm trying to find some potential plants to convert to brackish. Oh, interesting, Killer Kitty. I'd really be interested in hearing about that. So, Java ferns, Anubias barteri, and moss. But going to try stems too in my freshwater. I'd be really interested in finding. I guess I've been meaning to do some research on that myself on what plants you can actually add to brackish tanks, because I have 2 brackish tanks, and I would like to. I mean, it's definitely growing algae, so stuff can live in there. She adds it straight to the water column. Okay, cool. Fish eat it and go after it in the water. At least, oh, I see. It's because like they can see it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I probably should be doing that too. I think if I'm adding it to their food, that'd probably be good enough.
Barbara Jackson, good morning.
I know Zenzo's had success with Java ferns. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my problem is I don't have success with Java ferns to begin
There's
with.
a measurement to go by.
Yeah, there's it's on the bottle if I remember. And the bottle it has like a little drop thing like in it. Yeah, I have some right here. Vitachem. I bought it at the
Maybe
swap.
try to go really, really slow with increasing the salinity. Would be very interesting to hear what you can do with this Killer Kitty.
Yeah, I'm very interested in it too. Might actually be something I have to try. I like that idea. Because my brackish tank here is just.
Water column suspended vitamins.
And it says here. Where am I looking at? Shake well, add 1 drop per gallon once a week. And several drops in food once daily. Store in a cool, dry place. So, there. Should we try it? Let's try it. This is 75, so what, add 7 drops? 8 drops? Can we see what I'm doing? No. I don't know where my thing is.
You know what? Good clean water.
1, 2,
and
3,
good
4, 5, 6, 7,
high quality food,
8.
and your fish will be healthy.
Is that what it said? 1 drop per gallon. Oh, wow. So I got 75 of these. That was 8. 9, 10,
Look at that.
11, 12,
what is
13, 14, 15, 16.
quiet, people? He's counting. Do you need to take off your shoes and socks?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 70. 3, 4.
Steph is saying
5.
I do 1 teaspoon per 75 gallons. 1 tablespoon for 125 gallons.
This stuff smells like, what is that, better than bouillon? Like the vegetable stuff? I swear to God, I want to eat this.
Maybe
good.
that's what it is.
Smells good. Well, yeah, they are eating it. Eat away, little guys. Get your vitamins.
Was that your Star Wars guy
No.
accent?
No, that was my chef's kiss voice. Chef's kiss. Okay. Plants. Oh. What else did we do with this fish room so far? I purchased, because I've been on this kick of trying to slowly turn a lot of my tanks into temperature controlled tanks. Got another one of these Inkbird controllers. I've been meaning to put on this sump system forever, but every time I get one of these, I put it on a different tank. So I am going to put this on that. And then both my sump systems will be on temp controller.
3G agrees with me.
About what?
Clean water and good food. That's all you need, man.
Yeah, good food, right? That's what it is. It's like a supplement of vitamins that they're not getting from the foods. Because if you don't notice, a lot of foods contain, like, the bare minimums. Like, I'm
And
sure they
that's
got a
where
lot of.
variety comes
I
in.
know variety does come into play in that. That's a good idea. But at the end of the day, like some foods, like you're not getting. I don't know. They always seem to be very high in proteins, and they all use the same ingredients for whatever their quote unquote nutrition is. I know there's obviously every food is different. Nothing's the same. But I don't think there's anything wrong with adding some supplements, especially in a form like that, because they do it. They are eating it. They are eating it. So okay, it's a food supplement, right?
Geek Boy's here. I don't know if I said hello to you, Geek Boy.
What's up, geek? Okay.
Geek Boy.
Bois. Zibois.
Why?
So you got those light skate. I work those aquatic life light, whatever they call, that I gave you. They're working. You know who else was asking about this tank a lot? Window licker number 5 and the
Yeah.
blackbeard algae situation. Well, this tank still has a lot of BBA in it. Not too much. Like, it just kind of exists in this tank. It doesn't really get bad. This tank, it's pretty much wiped out. Still some on the wood over there. Ever since I've been doing a lot of water changes and stuff, kind of helps out. That scuba guy that Jazzer
Patty
was supposed
says
to give
there
me.
is that scuba guy that
Never did.
Jason was supposed to give
Oh,
me,
you're
but
right.
he never
You're right, Patty. I totally forgot
did.
about that. I forgot to
And
give it to you.
I had to go out and buy my
Oh,
own. And here he is,
here I
sticking
am.
it in my face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think maybe we'll do what I did over here on the other one. Just we'll zip tie it there.
3G says there's a dude that goes by LRB. You might want to check his stuff out.
Okay. For what? What are we talking about? What am I checking
In
LRB out for?
general, he's talking about you.
Yeah, me. What am I supposed to check out from our LRB?
His stuff.
What
You
stuff?
know.
Let's check out his stuff. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
What's water? Lurking and working.
What's going on? Thought you were asking me what's water. I'm like, do I gotta explain this to you too?
Come
Do I
on,
really
man.
gotta explain this to you?
WATTS. What's water?
Watts
What's up?
water. Watts water. As in like, is that Jeffrey Watts? Oh
Uh,
man.
it could be. I
Could
don't
be.
know.
Could be. Could be.
What's water? Is that you, Jeffrey Watts?
Ow. Ow. Alright. What are we doing here? I unplugged the heater. I am going to unplug the existing heater controller, which was the one I got from a long, long time ago. It's one of these, what is it called? NX, I think? Yes. Heater controller. I mean, it worked. Something really wrong with it. Yeah, I use it as a backup. What's the matter?
Geek Boy says it's always worse when he sticks it in your face. And Patty says, well, it's quite small, so not really a bother.
Nice. All right, hang on a sec. I gotta.
Patty,
Sorry,
it doesn't
folks.
matter the size. All that matters is he stuck it in your face.
That's right. He doesn't care. Of course it is. How many watts are there in the Fishroom? Exactly. I know if you multiply amps times volts, you'll get all the watts you need. um. Yeah. Cool. All right. On. I like the new name. What was I about to say? I gotta take my headset off here. So I apologize everyone for what's about to happen. I'll be back.
What's up, Jeffrey? Did Jason go silent? Oh yeah, he took his headset off. All the leaves are brown. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my
All
head
right,
like a
enough of that.
new emotion.
That's there.
What?
What?
What you
What?
say?
Said enough. Enough of the torture. All right, plug you in there. Ewans. Sounds like something Skipper would say. All right. I don't know what's going on here, but apparently there's pothos growing out the back of this. Where's this coming from? Holy cow, it's coming from all over there.
Daniel Velez says, I'm back.
What's up,
Ribs on the
Daniel?
grill. What I miss?
Missed it all, man.
Daniel, you speak in my language there, man.
Daniel's
Ribs
here.
on the
I'm
grill.
going to start over. Daniel's here. All right. What's up,
Yeah,
Daniel? Thanks for
ribs
being
on the
here.
grill. I could do with some ribs today, for real.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, man. That sounds great. I'm already hungry. He's hungry. All right, we're going to zip tie this up to hereish. Yeah, we'll go to there. How about there? We'll go to this one. This looks better. Keep it low.
Paul says Jason got hooked with a magnet.
What?
Stick to the post and hang the ink bird from it.
Yeah, I could do that. I could get those, whatever those magnets with the hooks on them or whatever. It's not a bad
Get
idea.
hooked with a magnet.
Yeah.
Stick it to the post and hang the ink bird from it.
Yeah, I do. Actually,
Makes it easy to use the controller.
well, the controller's going to hang right there.
I just usually put that double-sided Velcro on the back of my controllers and stick them right on the wall or a post or anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm
On
using zip ties, so
the
I have a whole bag of zip ties. Can cut them off and put them where I need them. But yeah, that magnet idea is great because this is a metal rack too, so I have to look into getting some of those magnets. I think I might have one somewhere. Come on, what is going on here?
Alishon says, I just woke up again to Fishyman singing, going back to bed.
That is definitely not the way to wake up. That's all I gotta say. Here we go.
That's a good start to your day, man.
You and I have different ideas of good starts. These suction cups are the worst. That's all I gotta say. These things suck. They turn white like within a week, and then they just stop sticking. Every single one of these suction cups does not stick for longer than.
Rob's trying to make me hungry, man. He says, I'll up your ribs on the grill with a brisket in the smoker.
Ooh, man, that sounds good. Is this thing on? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Man, it's running real quiet. All right, let's take these probes, move them around the back here, and into the tank. Maybe we should put the probes in where the heater is? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. So that way, if it ever goes shut off, heater is sensing this compartment. Oh, do yourself a favor if you ever build a sump with baffles made of glass, have them smooth the glass on the edges if you have your own glass cut. Just saying.
Yo, this you have just totally blurred out the whole thing because your face was it focused in on your face and now it's not focused in on nothing.
Nothing. How about now?
The tank's all blurry. I don't even know why I bother, man.
Thanks for letting me know.
Well, I'm letting you know.
Maybe that works. Yee. I think we solved it. All right, where's my phone?
Barbara Jackson says it's a soft focus lenses, so Jason looks
That's right,
Hollywood.
exactly. That's like what they used to use in like the old Star Treks, like when Kirk was like talking to some girl who had like the soft lens around her, whatever her name was,
So the girl
Yeoman,
would look Hollywood.
Hollywood. All right, what do we need? Inkbird Pro. I'm gonna shut my stream off while we do this. Damn, I got a lot of these things. Okay, let's add a new one. This is the IO63A T Wi-Fi, right? No, this is, wait, where's the thing? I always forget which one this is. Yep, the IO63 TC3A. Okay. Is the indicator rapidly blinking? No. Hang on, let's hold the Wi-Fi button. App. All right, now it is. Guess I was rapidly blinking. Oh, I gotta change my network. Should be on the 2G network, not the 4G or 5G. It's the 2G. Checking the quality of my internet connection. Connected. Okay, what are we doing here? And we're on Zozo. Sure you don't see my password. Okay, cool. Zozo's the name of my slow internet. Supposedly connecting. We'll see if anything happens. Can you see the light blinking or no? I don't know. I can't see what you see at the moment. It's gonna be one of those that doesn't want to connect. Maybe I should pull it out of here so we're in the actual room. Close to the router as possible. We're pretty close. We're in the floor below it. Still there?
What? Yeah, I'm here.
You sure?
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna time out, I think. I don't think I found it.
I might have dozed off for a second. That's how entertaining you are.
This is as entertaining as it gets, man. Oh, I gotta get off the floor. This is
3G
killing
says
my
I
knees.
have higher temperature controller for years now without any problems, and I use cheap HOB heaters with it.
Nice. Yeah, I just like the fact that I can monitor that stuff from my phone.
I also have some higher temperature controllers as well, but for my L046 tank, I have Inkbird.
I mean, the idea of a heater controller is a great idea, period, all around, whether it's a smart one or not. But the reason I like the smart ones is because they'll let me know if there is a problem. It'll alert me. And let's try this again. Device is not responding. IOTC36.
Patty says, I just wish they'd make a temperature controller regulator that can do multiple tanks.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that'd be a great idea.
Patty, how you expect them to make any money?
Well, you just charge more. You can handle more tanks.
If you can have one controller for all your tanks in your fish room, then you wouldn't buy anything else from them. Mel says, I love my Inkbird. A little sad I didn't get the Wi-Fi one though.
It connected. All right, cool. We'll add it to the fish room. Done.
And Steph Aquaria Life says, Jason, you had this problem last time.
Yeah, but it was on the wrong network. But I just had to redo it and it connected. So I'm in. I don't want this set that high. I want it to turn off at 78. These are Pseudomugals. What I got? Illuminatus, and I got Gertrudes in the other tank. So 77, 78 is probably 78 is probably a good low end, or whatever. Good steady. Yeah, we'll keep it 78. And 77. Yeah, we'll let it cool off to that.
Paul
What
says,
else?
I want a Hygger 500-watt titanium heater
Oh, those are
with
cool.
controller at the Carolina Aquarium Workshop last weekend.
Very cool.
Congratulations, Paul.
Dude, you tend to win a lot of stuff there, Paul. Just saying. Offline notification, yes. I want to know if you're offline.
Are you trying to
Confirm.
say that Paul has it fixed?
No, I'm just saying Paul's got some good luck, man.
You should buy a lottery ticket. I'm just thinking about all the outlet room. Wait. Patty says, I'm just thinking about all the outlet room who has room for all those extra plugs in
Yeah.
for each of their tanks.
Well, the thing with the Inkbird, the heater controllers is you plug the heater controller into the wall, and then you plug the heater into the heater controller. So you don't lose a plug. You just use the same plug you use for the heater. As a matter of fact, you're using one plug for the heater, and this one gives you two plugs for two heaters. So you could
Yeah, but
gain
it's
you could
for
gain
the
plugs.
same tank though. It's for the
It's
same
for the
tank.
same
You
tank.
can't put
Yes,
it in
yes.
two separate
No, I
tanks
understand what she's
because
saying. All right.
then the probes go in one tank and you might be heating up at the other tank too much.
All right, I think 72 is a good low temp alarm. If it gets below 70, I want to know. And if it gets above 84, 83, gets above 83, I want to know about it. If the heater's been on for more than 6 hours, I want to know about it too. That means that something's not right. And yeah, that's about it. Temp is set to 78. Currently it's 79.3 in there, so I guess that's a little on the high end. And it's now sump number 2. Sump 1, sump 2. I got the 75-gallon American cichlids, Blind Cave Tetra tank, Fry tank, saltwater tank, the Geos, and the 55, and the 125 are all on the heater. Now the Wi-Fi heater controllers. So that's good. Now I got 1, 2, that's peace of mind. All the big tanks, big tank, big tank, big tank, big tank, big tanks, all the very expensive tanks. I would like to get one on 33. That's the next goal. 33 long. And other than that, I think that's that one doesn't even have a heater. Trying to think of what else other than that. It would be 10-gallon fry tanks. Yeah, so I think maybe one more, and then I'm pretty much good to go.
Geek is saying you can plug a splitter in the Inkbird and you can only control one heater to run more than one heater in the tank.
Right. But she wants to run different tanks. Like essentially,
Yeah.
you almost need like a heater controller, but it would have to be like a master controller that controlled. Well, there are ways, but there's no actual. I don't think there's a product on the market that's doing that. Well, maybe, but I don't know if it's gonna be cheap.
Mel is saying, where do you like to keep the Inkbird probe in the tank?
It depends on the tank. Usually, I think they recommend keeping those probes relatively close to each other because they don't want it to be too much of a differential in the temps.
Yeah,
I
I
think they're
got my
supposed to
two
space them out.
probes
I think it says in the manual.
within inches of each other.
Let's see what the manual says, but I believe that's the way you want them. In this sump here, the way this works, can you see what I'm saying? Oh, hang on, I don't even know what you're saying. But the way it works is the water comes in through this pipe under here, and the gravity pushes whatever. It feeds up here, overflows into this. This baffle goes down and under, and then up, over, down, under, pumps out, whatever, right? The heater's in here, in this one. So I put the probes on one side and the other side of that glass. So they're inside, they're in where the heater is. So if the tank stops working, the heater's going to try and heat up to whatever it's supposed to, but the probes are going to be right where the heater's at, so it'll shut off quicker. That make sense? I'm thinking of like fail safes. Otherwise, if the probes are over here, the heater's got to run to heat the water up through the glass to get over here. To, you know what I mean? If the water stops flowing. So that's why I did that.
To temper control, to select a saying to control all the tanks of a single controller. It's called heat the room.
Yeah, there you go. Not a bad idea.
I agree.
They can handle up to 1200 watts. That's usually what yeah. It's not bad. It's a lot. All right, let's see what it says about where to place the damn things. This is more about like hooking up the app than anything. Controller.
Mel is saying that I only have one probe with my Inkbird.
Yeah, one probe is fine. The only reason that these have two is for redundancy in case one of the probes fails. Yup, in case one of the probes fails. Yup. All right, this instruction book tells me nothing about but other than how to hook it up to the app.
I am just in your stream for redundancy.
That's right. Connection failed. This is all just app data. Okay, whatever. I would put them in with a couple inches of each other, maybe like less than a foot away from each other. Why not put the probe in the tank? That's where you want the water to get up to temp. Well, okay, my problem is if something happens with the pump, the heater controller is going to sense that the tank is colder, right? And it's going to turn the heater controller on. And it's not going to turn it off until that probe reaches whatever the temp it's supposed to be, but it's never going to because the water's not flowing, and it's just heating up this area like crazy, right? I mean, after 6 hours, it's going to send me an alert saying, yo, your heater's been on for 6 hours, dude. But in the meantime, how hot is that going to get? That's what I'd be worried about. One in the sump and one in the tank. But then you get the differential. I think more of what I should do is when everything's running, have it set to a temp, and whatever that temp is, I just monitor to make sure. It'd probably be this tank, the lower tank, the middle tank, because that's the one that's going to be furthest away from the heater.
Okay, let me talk here, all right?
Sorry. Good morning, Jenkins.
Geek Boy is saying Jason just likes to have more probes.
Yep.
And Paul is saying you may find heater controllers that can handle multiple tanks on the saltwater side, expect to pay big bucks for the privilege.
Yep, pretty much. Kenny E.
What's up, Kenny?
By the way, Kenny E, I believe, is doing his members only streams now on Sundays. Is that correct, Kenny? And if so, I believe it's at noon? Or are you doing it at 11 a.m.?
Kenny?
I don't know. Well, at least Debbie's been successful in catching shrimp. Good job.
Kenny's anything like me, he's not even listening to what you're saying anyhow. So
Opposite sides, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, opposite sides of the tank's not bad. I do think though they recommend that it should be. There is a, I don't know. As long as they're relatively same temp, close to each other, a degree, half degree, points a degree off. I don't think it matters. I think when they start getting too much of a differential, it'll give you an error code or something like that saying, yo, one probe says it's 5 degrees hotter than the other one. I'm not
Well,
sure.
if one part of your
Or it
tank
takes an
is five
average.
degrees, one end of your tank is 5 degrees difference from the other end of your tank, you got a problem.
Well, I think I'm using that. That's an extreme number I'm using, but I have a feeling if I put one probe in the sump and one probe in the tank, there would definitely be at least a degree or two, right? Maybe. I don't
What? The airworm is taking over the host.
know. Yes, it is.
What does that mean? What's he mean by that?
Nothing. Doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it. Means nothing. Okay. Enough of this. We've discussed enough. The heater controllers, they're good. They're good for redundancy, I think. I like the
I
Wi-Fi
want to
ones
know
for the
what he
alerts.
means by the airworm is taking over the host.
I think he's referring to you as a parasite, and you're now in control of my mind. That's the way I read it.
I thought that's what he was implying, but I just want to make sure.
Well, now you
I
know.
don't mind being a
Whoa.
parasite.
You know what else I got? I got a box.
What?
Buying stuff. I'm buying stuff like crazy. Got a box.
Wow, you missed the money bags.
Well, what is it? John McKenzie won the lottery, and since we're tight like that, I'm sure he's gonna help me out. Bastard. Had me believing he was rich. Problem's over. I was happy for you, John. Now I'm glad you got what you deserve.
You using a wire snips to open your
Did you
box?
see that? No. I just cut the plastic. What the
The tape?
tape? That's what well, it is plastic tape.
What you got there?
We see it?
Aptasia X?
Deja X.
Mm.
Mmm. For those that don't know,
Reef
Aptasia.
Queen just did a whole thing, video on Aptasia, getting rid of Aptasia.
Really?
It would bequeath you to subscribe to her and watch that video.
And the name was Reef Queen?
Yeah.
I would like to check that out. I have an Aptasia problem. I got an Aptasia eating filefish. I got some peppermint shrimp. It's been weeks now. I haven't seen much more of a problem.
He says there is a little creature that you can buy,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't remember the name of the creature,
Is it a nudibranch? Nudibranch?
that eats the Aptasia.
And only
He
Aptasia. It's
said,
like a slug?
yeah, and yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And she says the only problem is that once it does such a good job, once you buy a culture of them and it eats all the Aptasia,
Fine.
then it starves itself out. The colony starves itself out and dies. But your Aptasia is gone. And she says it's hard to source Aptasia to feed the colony
Yes.
of this
That's the stuff.
thing.
It's called, I believe it's a nudibranch. It's a type of sea slug.
Yeah.
They eat
I
only
think that's what it
Aptasia. That's the
was.
only thing they eat. And the problem is like they're expensive. Um, and the problem is part of the reason is because that once you run out of Aptasia, they'll starve to death. Period. So that like you almost have to. You can only keep them in your tank for a little while until the Aptasia is gone, and then you got to move them to somebody else's tank, or they're going to die. Or you somehow have to keep an Aptasia colony running, which is kind of
Yeah.
like, isn't that like anti-point? All right, let's
to support it. Or you gotta buy Aptasia from people
exactly.
to feed the colony.
Yeah, and they're apparently really small, like slugs, I believe.
But they apparently do a really good job at eating Aptasia, though. Because she claims that they got rid of her Aptasia.
Who's I was gonna say, I was gonna mention something. The people that won those Python adapters that I made. Greg's Planet Tanks, Geek Boy never got his, and Patty doesn't have the right thing for it. Ooh.
Right.
But anyway, has anybody got feedback on them? Because I'd like to know. Mine broke. I'll put that out there right there. I was using it. Is this the one? No, this is the one that's saved. I think it's out there. Anyway, it cracked. Plastic cracked. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
Design flaw.
I'll tell you what I did with mine. I
Design
put it
flaw.
over my stockings. You know, I had a pantyhose over my
Oh, you can see that crack.
Python.
So maybe I gotta make it thicker.
Or maybe you're making it too tight.
Might be a little too tight. I don't know. But then it was, somebody said it was a little too. Exactly. Anyway, let's do this phosphate test before people freak out. They're already freaking out. Do the nitrates too. Why not? Phosphate, nitrates, phosphates, nitrates.
Said, didn't Maria say it was a little too big?
She said it was loose. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. Nope. Turning the wheel.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Me too. That's hilarious. Anyway.
See what you caused, Patty.
Exactly. Alright, we are going to rinse the dust off this. And have my little, get a little towel. Let's be clean. Let's be clean. I already had a towel over there. This is why I have 100 dirty towels laying around the house. Keep thinking more. Get out of the way. Boxes everywhere. Got to clean my fish room.
I missed a comment from 3G. He's like, let's do a poll. Who wants to see a phosphate test? And everyone.
Yup, we're doing it. Enough is enough is enough. All right.
Yeah. Window Liquor's only been begging you
for months.
For weeks.
Months. This is the phosphate. Phosphate. Let me get the packet. I just need one. Thank you. For those that don't know, this is what they call what are they called? Drop checkers? Drop checker? No.
Jeremy.
I think that's what they call them. Not drop checker. I don't know what the word is. It's some sort of checker. This is a phosphate checker. All right, that's what I'm calling it. And the other one is a nitrate checker. And it uses, it's like the same test that everybody else does, but instead of having to compare the color, it just reads a number. Thanks for interrupting me. What?
Try to squeeze it in between your words. Jason, reach out to Corey and do a trade. Python caps for sponge filter air stone specs.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Where does that just have that little?
Richie, anyone familiar with the feeding ring and little removable cone? They fit perfectly one end of the siphon with cone in or out.
Oh, interesting. So kind of like a little same idea, right? And then the cone acts as like a sieve. filter.
Yeah, probably that's what he's saying. And you could either put the cone in or out. It can either be an innie or an outie. Gotta go. Paul is saying, gotta go. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
See you, Paul. Thanks for being here.
And thanks for being a square.
Cheese bag. All right. I filled the containers. Now, the way these work, turn it on. And you got to calibrate. Let me put the lid on one of these. Good thing I put the lid on that. Press the button. It calibrates the light beam through the water that's there. And then you add the reagent. Now I am going to calibrate this one in the meantime. Turn it on. Calibrate. Okay, they're both ready for the reagents. So you take that one out.
Patty says the fermenting process won't be the same without you. Be well, Paul.
That's right. Ooh. Scissors to cut these open.
Is she referring to Paul as the yeast?
Or the curdling of the cheese. Or the milk, I mean, to make the cheese.
I don't know.
Never know. Okay.
Talking of 3D printing stuff.
Somebody designed you some lifters yet?
You know.
It's on the agenda. Check back around. You'll see. All right. Now I gotta get my
On the back burner. The only problem is the back burner is just a warmer.
okay
It's
reagent in the solution.
Burner.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake,
You
shake.
all know Jason's good at shaking small vials. And Patty says,
Okay.
wow, that lift comment was a low blow.
Press the button. Whoops. I screwed that up. Hang on. This is 1.33, but good thing I have this. Whoa. Calibrate. Drop the lid. I meant to. There's a way. You gotta
Patty
wait.
says you got that 1-inch jerking
3 minutes.
motion down pretty damn well.
Yup. There's the lid. Anyway, you gotta wait like whatever 3 minutes, and then you're supposed to take the test. I accidentally hit the button to take the test immediately, so I had to restart the test. So in 3 minutes, that test will read. Meantime, we can start this one. I think this one actually takes longer. I should have did this one first. But we're still calibrated, waiting for the solution. Okay, cool. That's why I always use 3 vials so I can recalibrate in case I do something like that. Otherwise, I'd have to empty out the vial and start over, which would suck.
Yeah, you would have to do your 1-inch jerking motion
all over again. I'm about to do it again, just for you.
And you know how you normally can't do that too quickly, one after the other. You normally have to rest about 2 hours before you can do that 1-inch jerking motion over again.
It's just too exhausting. Okay. For the ladies at home. This one turns pink.
If you need a light lifter, Daniel Velez is saying, if you need a light lifter, Elevated Shrimp has several 3D lifters on their site.
Yup. Feel free. All you, dude. Yes, I know that people do make them. I think the whole point was to get it for free. I know what Fishy Mud's after. Don't worry.
What's the sense having a friend that has a 3D printer
if I
if
gotta
you
buy
can't get
them
him to print stuff for free for you?
Exactly.
He may as well be some random stranger on the street.
All right, the phosphate test is about to end in 30 seconds. So I gotta make sure I record these numbers because they only last for so long. So let me open up that spreadsheet. Oh, yeah, BBA tank parameters. There we go. What is today's date? 04/02/2023. Okay.
Geek Boy says, "Am I the only one that is concerned with how often
1.32.
how much Fishy Man knows about how often Jason can do it?"
1.32. Boom. Boom. Boom.
I'm not concerned about it, Geek Boy. I'm just stating facts.
I think it's
I'm
odd that Fishy
stating
knows exactly down to the hour how long he has to wait.
I'm just stating that's what she said fact.
All right, we got 5 minutes on that other test, but this test was 1.32.
Xanadu, good morning.
What's up, Xanadu? What's going on? Turn this off. Put you away.
Killer Kitty is saying, is 1.32 good?
Nah, probably not. We'll go over the numbers in a minute. I'm just gonna wait for this test to finish. So we got 4
On
minutes.
your little graph.
Yeah, I
thing.
got this. We got charts, man. We got spreadsheets.
Yeah, but the only thing is there's a big gap in that chart.
There is a time gap. You are correct because we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done this site. We can look at it. I think it was December. I think was the last time we did it. I don't remember, but it's charted. I did just see it. I don't remember what it
says, maybe after a sandwich, LOL.
Yeah, he's a protein shake. Some Ensure.
A Red Bull.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you I replaced my RO unit? No, I don't think I did tell you guys this. I got another one.
Paints Dust Aquarium.
What's going on?
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. Yeah, so I got a new RO unit. I still have the old one. I haven't done anything with it. But it was leaking all over the place, so it's not cool. I think maybe I could get some JB Weld up in there or something. Fix the it's the housing that was like had a hairline fracture that started to develop, and then it just started spraying water. So whenever you turn the RO unit on, water would squirt out the one side, like a real fine mist. It wasn't like, but it was enough to get stuff wet, and like and if you're using it for like let it run all day like I do, it starts to get a little bit of a puddle on the floor over there, which isn't bad. It's just annoying. I don't want that. I want that. So I replaced it.
So that Aptasia thing that you got is that the what we were talking about, or is that something different?
I'm not sure what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
The The little slug shit.
No,
So
Aptasia X is just a
it's a
chemical
chemical.
product. Yeah, that you like. I think Select Pet said it was lye, something like that, maybe some sort of product. I'm not
Mm.
entirely sure.
Is it
I'm
not
sure it's
gonna
a
affect
proprietary blend that they're not telling you what it is, but
is it not gonna affect your plants? Your
no,
not plants,
it's
your
supposed to.
coral.
No, I'm sure it might, but it's the kind of stuff you're supposed to. I believe it has like a little like syringe, and you kind of spot inject it where you need it.
Uh right
Yeah, like
onto the
right. I think
aptasia.
there's instructions on how to do that. I mean, basically, I think what it is, you shut the water off, give it like 5 minutes, or shut the flow off, like filters, pumps, anything. Yeah, and then you kind of spot inject right in front of the. Yeah, it's got a little syringe thing, and you spot inject it right to the where you see it, and then you give it like 15 minutes, and then you turn the pumps back on. I think is pretty much what I remember reading about it, or I just skimmed it, but everybody seems to say this stuff works for Aptasia, so I was going to try it. The other thing I heard, and I almost did try that, maybe we could do an experiment. It's not a bad idea. Somebody said lemon juice, right? I was reading it on you just take lemon juice, do the same idea. Just spot inject the lemon juice right to where the Aptasia is, and it has the same effect. So I do have some Aptasia, I know, of two little colonies right on the front there. One on the right, one on the left. Maybe we could try the lemon juice on the left, or the whatever, one on the one and one on the other, and see what happens. Okay, science. Why not?
Mm,
For science.
for science.
Science. But we don't have to do that today. Maybe we'll do that.
That's good because I really didn't even listen to half of what you were saying.
I've seen a cool thing with super glue and smoke ash. You put the ash on the crack, and then the glue, seal it up. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I seen a comment that like Patty was saying
10
she likes
seconds.
that JB Wells
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what he was talking
And
about.
it,
Smoke ash in the crack. Okay. Now it makes sense. All right. The
I know
nitrates are
they
reading
use
60. Damn. That seems high.
cigarette butt thing, the cigarette butt
60. Remember that. 60.0. Yeah, the
cut
filter,
off
the
the
cigarette
snippers.
filters.
Yeah,
I got to get some of those
cigarette.
actually because I think I don't know, I'm in that aquascaping contest this year, man. I
They
gotta,
use and they put
gotta get my A
the
game on.
liquid the liquid glue,
Boom.
crazy glue on the cigarette butt, and it gets hard, rock hard.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm gonna try that
I'm
trick.
gonna leave that alone. And let's talk about some data here. Okay. Apparently, last time we took a test was in November, and we were 63.8 on the nitrates and 1.020 or 1.02 for the phosphates. I did a potassium test, which I haven't done today. That test is a big pain in the ass if I remember. Um, but yeah, nitrates have gone down a hair. Phosphates have gone up a bit. Now the highest they ever were was up here in the 1 point or 2 point. It was above the chart.
Oh
The
my
test only
god.
reads 2.5, but then they started coming down. But now we're back up here again, so we might need to stay up on the water changes. I also had those
Um,
phosphate removing pads that are probably spent. So maybe I should get some more of them.
yeah, probably. 3G said lemon juice would cook it.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it like if you spray it there where it's like wide open and whatever, and it sucks it all in, then it's kind of like yeah, you're basically just killing off the parts that can do anything, and it just dies.
And window licker is saying RO unit, seal it up.
Yeah. Well, here, let's talk about the chart here for a minute. But
Select Pet says
we'll get into
lye
that.
being a base, it kills the aptasia just like
An
the
acid
acid
would,
would.
yeah, that's true. That's fair. is an extreme base, right? Should probably have the similar, a different reaction as acid would.
Seems as guys get older, they try anything. LOL.
But what's interesting is, check this out in this chart. If we notice that the nitrate levels were kind of low here, and then they started climbing, right? Meanwhile, the phosphate levels were high. They started dropping. Well, now they kind of started climbing again, but this is where we had the blackbeard algae problem is, like up into here. Well, probably not to May.
Mm, mm.
Oh,
Patty saying, I think you could
causation.
recharge those phosphate pads, or at least some of them.
Maybe that's a good way to look at it. I can look into that. I can look into that. But
Soak it in some
that's our data.
diluted bleach.
I don't know. We'd have to take a look at what would react with phosphate and pull it out without destroying whatever the stuff is. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Something weird just happened with my phone.
What happened?
YouTube just
Freaked out.
went off, turned off, and I couldn't get it back. But I got it back now.
Well, like the app crashed on your phone? So we may have to try that Aptasia
Daniel
stuff.
Velez, phosphate resins work better for me than you can then they can be recharged.
Okay, what phosphate resins are you referring to? Like Purigen? Is that a phosphate resin? I don't know. Like what product are you using? Or is that a thing called phosphate resin? I have no idea. All I've ever seen is those phosphate pads. I just bought one the one time and tried it out, and it does seem to work. It does pull some of the stuff out of the water, but obviously it doesn't last forever. Chem makes a phosphate resin. Okay, is it called something? Like Chem always has a name for something, right?
That's what Daniel said. Chem.
Okay. Chem phosphate resin. Check it out. I like the idea. I know Purigen does some stuff, but I don't know exactly what. If it moves phosphates. But I use Purigen like in my saltwater tank. Just for, I don't know why. I don't know why. Feel like it might help a little. It did help with water like clarity. I noticed that like when I threw the Purigen and it did get clear. The water got like, I don't know how to describe it. Clear. Phosphate resins work better for me and they can be recharged. Phosphate resins. So Chem. Clear.
Clearer. Or maybe you just cleaned your front glass.
Nope. Nope. With plants, you don't want phosphates to be zero. Yeah, exactly. You never want it to be zero. Because that's one of the macronutrients, right? Isn't it NPK? The P would be the phosphates. P.
Blue Life at
What's the other one? Potassium. Potassium's K.
BRS has potassium resin.
Phosphate resin. Bulk resupply. Blue
Phosphate
Life.
resin, sorry.
Okay. Blue Life at bulk resupply. Cool. I'll check that out, man. And what do you put it in like a baggie? Put it in your sump?
Wow, I'm behind. Why is it my chat?
Cool. Yeah, P is phosphate. NPK. So nitrogen would be the one. This is like plant fertilizer thing, right? Nitrogen would be the macro. Phosphate, phosphorus is P, which is another macro, and K is potassium, which is also a macro. Even though I think the phosphorus and the potassium are considered macronutrients, they still don't uptake them at the same rate to take up nitrogen. I think nitrogen's the one that they need a lot of. Whereas phosphate or phosphorus and potassium, they need less, but they still need a lot more than anything else. And everything under that's considered a micronutrient.
I think that
T-Ken comes in a baggie. Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
if you see that tank in front of you,
Yes.
the one the no, the other one. Yeah. That had a lot more black-beard algae before you put
Dude,
more plants in it.
you just reminded me. I found video footage of that from when I first started this project. Holy smokes, dude. This is a freaking meta moment here. Hang on, let me find the video. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. We're going to show this. Okay. Hang on. Let me get the camera a little bit better than this right now so we can actually see the stark contrast. Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. We're doing this for dramatic effect now. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Get this crap out of here. I gotta clean this room. There's too much stuff laying around.
Yeah, but the one to the left, I still see black-beard algae though.
There is some. Oh.
The lights just went off.
Must mean it's 11:30. Yep. All right.
Yep.
Lights are back on.
Yep.
Okay. Can we get higher?
Okay.
I don't think we can get any higher. I think this is as high as we get. Okay. Anyway.
I don't think you can get any higher.
Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Try to set the night on. Get rid of that glare.
Get rid of that glare.
Trying to get rid of that glare.
Get rid of that glare.
Okay, that worked actually. Cool. Back up here. All right. I think this is a good. This works. This works pretty well here. Okay, this is current day as we speak. And what is there a date on this video? Let me see. There's got to be a date on this video.
Present.
This was January 10th of 2022. Okay, so over a year ago. Here we go. This is what it looked like over a year ago.
Holy crap. See that? Less plants, more black-beard algae.
Boom. Look at that. So the things that I have done is I did add sand, a sand cap. I added a lot more plants. I did a whole lot of water changes. I added that phosphate removing resin or filter pad. I also added a rainbow goby who really liked to tear up that algae, like to pull it off stuff. So that kind of actually helped remove it, I think. I don't think he was eating it. He just pulled it off and like was trying to eat what was in it.
Can you switch back to present?
Yes, we can switch back to present.
For the dramatic.
For dramatic effects. So this is what it was. This is what it is. Boom. So we've come a long way here, people. I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that again. One, two. I feel like yeah. Maybe you should pull the camera
Patty
out
says
just there.
looks like the goby helped spread the algae, not remove it.
Yeah, probably what he did is it ended up taking it down, breaking it up, and then it moved down to the tank below as like all these tufts of algae. The other tank down below is, look at that. It's in the same system, so it's the same water, right? Same exact water. Lighting is a little different, so that might be a factor. But let's go down, see what we can see. This tank is a little harder to get good footage of because there is such a glare because of the way the lighting is on this tank. Which maybe I should change the lighting.
Jar. Turn the light off on that jar.
Well, I'm sure the jar is not helping, but I think a lot of the problem is because the this light is above the tank. But let me shrink it down. See if we can get down to that level.
You need a mobile camera,
Yeah,
man.
really, dude. Telling me. I used to have two. Well, I gotta get the cord frayed. I don't know. How's the glare on that?
Yep. I'd say that's got some black bear algae in there.
Yep. Now there is some sand, but it was a real fine layer of sand, and for the most part, a lot of the gravel has moved through the sand. So maybe I should add some more actual sand. This was that New Jersey bar sand. Remember that stuff? And that was like the finest sand I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's almost like if a fish wags his tail by it sends it into
Yeah, it creates like
suspension.
a column in the water, right? Yeah.
Patty's asking which tank did the crippled facada come from?
They were hatched in some other the 10-gallon, but the originals, the parents came from that tank up there that the light's not currently on. The 10-gallon or 29-gallon.
And she also says I like the BBA on the top of that
The
column.
column, yeah, it does look kind of cool. This one's, I mean, the BBA is, I mean, it's not horrible in this tank. It's it's there.
It's not as bad
It's not
as
and it's
that
not as
other
bad as it
tank
was
was.
too. It was a lot worse in this tank, so it is getting better, right? My experience with BBAs, if you let it
Oh,
go
wait
on
a
its
minute.
own, it takes forever. Okay.
That looks suspiciously like a sword in the middle there.
Yep, that one, and there's one in the back.
Where did you get that from?
Some weirdo had him in a trench coat. You want some swords? I was like, heck yeah, man.
I got them in all different sizes
No, yeah, I'm
and
trying them out.
colors.
I see that there's a couple of these that look like they're dying back, so I don't know. We'll see. Normally swords don't do too well for me, but we'll check it out. The only thing in this tank though is the Luminatus, and there is a Clown Pleco. I believe he's a Clown Pleco. Clown Pleco. I inherited this Clown Pleco. Let's see if he's in there. He's usually hanging. Yep, there he is. What up, dude? He's an old guy, man. He's been here for a long time. I
It
got it from a
says,
buddy who was
I
getting rid of
have
the stuff.
sand you can't pick up with a small knit net tiny.
What was?
He said that I have sand you can't pick up with a small knit net tiny.
Yeah, that's kind of like what this stuff
That's
is.
what
It just became like
that
a fountain.
sand that you have.
It was meant for like construction purposes or landscaping purposes. That's how I got it from a landscape yard.
Yeah. You gave me a whole big bag of that sand.
I had a whole bunch of bags of that sand. Well, my kid was working for that landscape yard, so he basically got it for free. So I was giving it away.
So I see I'm not the only one that tries to get free stuff
Free, cheap.
from 3D printers, people.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we get, oh, you know what? I have a blue neon goby. Maybe I should put him in this tank. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. He's upstairs in the 10-gallon that that Ahab was in, or the 17-gallon, whatever that was, the rimless tank. I might bring that tank back down in this room too, because that's part of the problem is that I tend to neglect that tank a little too much.
Because it's upstairs.
Yeah, it's in the dining room. It's not a really great place for it. But the only place I could put it is where the bowl is right now. So unless I change something with the bowl,
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Mm.
Mm, don't know.
This year, are you gonna get? You guys are getting to keep your tanks, right?
Yeah, I believe that's the thing. It was a bit more of a buy-in for the ticket,
Right.
but you get to keep the tank, or you can, you can donate it, I guess, to the place if you want, and they'll
I
raffle it
should
off.
have entered, man.
Yeah, the tickets went quick though. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Right.
I believe there's a lot of same people from last year. Um, I can't remember. I can't remember all the entries.
Well,
I remember
the
ABC
first
is
and
gonna be there.
second hasn't entered, right?
Yeah, they don't think they were in it. They don't think they got tickets. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't remember. There's a list out there
Yeah.
that has the names.
Mm.
I don't remember because I don't worry about those things until it's time.
Yeah. Well, that's
Oh, and
probably
I
why
did
you're
find my
here
notes on
now.
last year's. Where the heck was it? Oh, ow! I got stuck on the thing. I think I found the notes
That's
from the judge
probably why
last
you
year.
didn't win as well,
Why? Because I was
because you
railroaded.
don't think about it till it's time.
Although I was thinking about, I got to make sure I get like super glue and all that good stuff. I thought I had the notes. I guess not. Maybe in here. Remember, I didn't score that bad. Let's put it that way. I thought I did. I was impressed with how well I did for the first time that I've ever done anything like that.
Patty says first to come is the first served.
Yep. First come, a first to serve. Oh yeah, here it is. Let's see. Pleasing on
Kate
the
says
eye,
I
great
tried
use of
to get
space
on
is one of the
the
comments I got.
scraping challenge, but was too late.
All right, Keystone Clash 2022 Aquascaping Contest Judging Sheet. Entry number 9 is what I was? Yeah, 9. Okay. I got a 72 on this one. So, C. This one was a 78. Overall, nice work. I would have liked to see this in more of a triangular layout, build up on the left a bit
Oh,
more.
jeez, nobody cares.
I know.
Nobody cares.
And this one was an 81. So, what an average C. C plus. Give myself C plus. And this one said, pleasing on the eye, great use of space.
Jennifer says my son is giving the aquascaping a try.
Nice. Jennifer
Window
Weaver,
Liquor says so. I'm lost
you lost.
on the phosphate thing. What does the chart show?
I was trying to
Should you
talk,
be
but
changing any other habits other than changing your water, glass, hotel holes? LOL.
should you be changing any other habits other than change your water glass holes?
LOL.
What?
I don't.
Water
Yeah, I
glass
don't
holes? Oh, I don't know.
know. I think what you should do is replace them phosphate pads.
Yeah, I do. Um, I do. I've been trying, like, obviously, I've been trying to stay up on the maintenance, not let things, whatever. Always try to do the water change. But where is the chart? Let's go over that chart again, since we were talking about it. What I was trying to say earlier, before somebody so rudely interrupted me, was that what I just noticed from staring at this chart is it looks like the nitrates were really low, or low-ish, in the beginning, and the phosphates were really high. Now it looks like the nitrates have climbed to the 60 and the phosphates have gotten a little higher, but it looks like the nitrates have caught up to maybe the problem all along was low, like the ratio is weird. You know what I mean? Like they might need it in a certain order. And I know I'm always kind of low in potassium, so I kind of started trying to dose potassium, or at least keep up on the ferts. Try not to use too much easy green because I think that's too much sometimes. I think like once a month I use some easy green in all the tanks, whatever the dosage is supposed to
Mm.
be. Maybe I should use more. But
I I use Easy Green every week in my planted tank.
yeah. But if you look at, I mean, I obviously have no problems with nitrogen, and I have no
But I
problems
got
with
like
phosphates.
70, at
So
least
potassium is the only one that's a
75%
macro
more
that I need.
plants in there than you do. Even more than
Yeah, you do have a lot more
75%.
plants. You have a lot more plants. All right. So yeah, that's what I've noticed.
And
Maybe.
you know what I've noticed with my planted tank?
But he mentioned something about whatever else have we done or I've done to change the phosphates other than doing water changes. And I mean the phosphate removing pads a little bit, but I have tried to use more live foods like baby brine and stuff like that.
Have you really?
I have.
Okay.
I try to feed more of that, less dry foods because that's where the phosphates are coming from. It's like a preservative, right? Most of phosphates. I'm sure there's phosphates in some of baby brine probably has a lot of phosphates
Plus,
in
the
it.
one
I
thing you
don't know.
have done as well was sand cap.
I did do the sand cap. I did add fish that I thought would be good at
Mm.
pulling, moving,
And you added
sifting through
more
the.
plants.
Um,
I think you should add even more plants.
I agree with that as the assessment. And was I talking with Jennifer Weaver? And I've heard this from somewhere before that sometimes blackbeard algae there's like a CO2 imbalance too, and adding CO2 to the water column could actually help. I don't know.
Yeah, but if you add CO2, you gotta have the plants though.
True. Something's going to be.
It
But there was
has to
also
be
a
a
way to kill
balance.
all the blackbeard algae by dosing a lot of like carbonated water and then blacking out the tank for like a day. Supposedly that kills all the blackbeard algae. I'd be afraid it would
Yeah,
kill all
but
the
then you
fish
know what
too.
you're
So.
gonna do too? Exact. Or your invertebrates. That's like that thing that I poured in my bowl the other day. Remember?
Yeah.
Algafix.
Yes.
It,
Isn't that like
it,
yeah?
it may get rid of algae, but it's gonna kill your snails and your shrimp.
Is that what happened? Damn, dude.
No,
Don't lie.
my snails and my shrimp are still alive.
Don't lie.
Maybe I just what?
I said don't lie. You killed them all.
I'm not lying.
But if we look at the chart here, if
I
we
did
ignore
that.
this low dip here, which I think is just the fact that I didn't take a test, is why it dips to that.
Mm,
No, no, never mind.
yeah.
It's phosphates. Yeah, never mind. Um,
Maybe that's when the phosphate pads were new.
yeah, actually, it's when it dipped down to here. That's when I hit the low.
Yeah.
So,
The
but you look
low,
at it here,
low,
the
low.
phosphate trend seems to be high, whereas the
Towards
nitrates
the
seem to be
low,
low.
low, low,
Now
low.
the nitrates have climbed.
Apple bottom
There was
jeans
a
and
little,
boots with the fur. We lost Jason, people. We
yes,
lost him.
I didn't see a point in talking anymore. I don't know. Maybe we got to stay up on this phosphate testing. Okay, I'll stay up on the water changes. We'll keep an eye on it. This has been a long-term tracking project here, actually. It definitely turned a quarter, as we saw with the video of the previous way the tank looked, right? Do we need to remind everybody what that looked like?
And window liquor is saying, or is it too much live baby brine a a bad thing?
Is it a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, obviously, if nothing's eating it, then it's just going to rot around in the tank. But I do have a lot of. Oh, here, this is where we came from. Remember this? This is where we were. I do have a lot of Amano shrimp and stuff like that in this tank. So there are a lot of scabs to lead up to stuff. There is that rainbow goby who's really good at doing that. That's what I'm saying. I added that guy into this tank too. Window licker said he'll remember to bug me. Good, 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 good. So now, maybe we'll add sand to this tank. What do you think?
Jennifer said, I think I was putting an item in a bucket covered with salsa water and cover them, wait 12 hours.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. That's not a bad idea. I could try that. I have seltzer. I gotta get a 2 liter of seltzer water though, because that's a lot of water. Cover something. Could try it. It's a good way. I guess it's better than using peroxide and stuff, right? Probably less dangerous. Cheaper.
Salsa water.
Seltzer
That
water's
means that
cheaper than
you're
peroxide.
introducing a lot of CO2.
Yeah, it's CO2. That's what I was talking about. Gassing it out. But I've also heard that if you add CO2 to the tank, it can actually help. Like, whatever, into the water column somehow. You know what? Hmm.
Too much baby brine shrimp does create hydra.
Yes, that
For
will.
some reason,
Yes.
it just comes out of nowhere.
Yes. Well, I did a video on Hydra once. It's
Yeah, I
it's in
remember.
my
I remember.
my channel. It's called
Yeah,
Monsters in the
peroxide.
Fishroom, I believe is what it's called. And I talk about Hydra quite a bit. It's an interesting little creature.
Yeah.
I can tell you're extremely interested in this topic. But yeah, it can live as
Greg
or hide as
says
an egg
tank
for a
with
long time.
hydrogen peroxide is faster.
True. I did use peroxide in a couple weeks ago on that one tank. Remember? In on those rocks, a couple rocks. Do we all remember this?
No, I don't
In the
remember.
55 gallon. Here, I'll put the camera on it. Make sure the light's on.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Shorty get low, 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 low.
I got to clean the glass in this tank though, but
Oh, jeez.
I have been keeping up on the water changes.
Is that the only time you ever, when you show a tank, that's the only time you clean the glass?
No, but I didn't clean the glass this past week.
So you put hydrogen peroxide, hydrogen peroxide on some of the rocks.
Yeah, here. Let me get closer.
I tell you what, you got a pretty good background of black bear algae, though.
What was it? It was this rock and that wood and that wood. I think I did it on 2 pieces of wood. I did it at least wood, but it was definitely on this rock and it was on that piece of wood. So it hasn't. Well, it's starting to come back on some of it, but I've also been trying to keep up on the
Yo,
water
I gotta
changes.
go see a guy about an alligator.
Okay. Well, Kirk's taking care of whatever he's. Please don't take us with you. Yes. Anyway, so this tank, I did put some peroxide on a rock. It did kill it. It does work. I did that in the Blind Cave Tetra tank a long time ago, because these rocks actually came from another tank that was just nothing but blackroot algae all over it. As a matter of fact, I seeded this tank with that blackroot algae because I put those rocks in there. But I had to, because that shelf would float. So I had to add more weight, and those are the only rocks I had. So, there's that. It's coming around. Fire handles it, but wrap rock in tin foil and then scrub with a brush. Freeze the baby brine in small batches if you have too much. Yeah. I never really have too much. Oh, I see this is like blurry as hell. Woo! Anyway, hopefully that helps. Nope. 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 Uh-oh.
I'm back, people.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're a blurry mess here.
Man, you should really
Oh, this isn't blurry anymore. Okay, cool.
patent that background you got going on there.
This tank needs work, okay? Leave me alone.
Work is an understatement.
I'm working
The
on it.
only gla- the only glass that doesn't have black-beard algae on it is the front glass.
Yes, it's because I actively clean the front glass. But if you notice, like on the gravel there, there's a bunch of tufts of blackberry algae all over the place. That's the stuff the geos keep pulling up. So I've been just
They
trying
pull
going
it
in
off
there.
from the back glass.
Yeah, they pull it off from the rocks and the whatever the heck it's on, right? Plants. Um, but yeah, so I've been trying to go in there, just make sure I remove it. Water change, water change, water change. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to do that in a minute. Because last time I did a water change
Yeah.
was Monday, so we're due. It's been a week.
I think what you should do with this tank is take a razor blade and scrape all that off the back glass and suck it out of that tank.
I don't know, I kind of like it back there.
Well, leave it. You know,
I don't like it so much
if
on
you
the rocks and the plants and the
and
driftwood
sponge filter
and
and
the sponge filter and but I do like it on the back wall. So leave it. We'll leave it.
yeah,
I'll just keep doing
yeah,
what I'm doing, man. We'll get there.
get there.
We'll get there.
You get there.
And
You'll get
it
there.
couldn't hurt to add more plants too, right? But at the end of the
I
day, there's a
think,
lot of cichlids in this tank, so I don't know if plants are gonna last.
yeah, geos will dig them up. I'm surprised that ocellatus
Yeah, I don't really have much success planting any new ocellatus, but the stuff that's there,
is surviving,
yeah, exactly.
and it waves its arms in the flow of the
Yup.
water. It
Yeah.
looks like one of them things in front of a used car
If you remove
salesperson's.
too much BVA, wouldn't it crash the tank? I don't know if it would crash the tank because I don't think, I mean, if that's where all the beneficial bacteria was, then maybe. But I think the beneficial bacteria is everywhere. But I could see how if you killed whatever you're using to kill all the BVA, would kill this bacteria too. I could see that being a problem. So if you went through and killed the whole tank at once, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I if you just remove it with a
Yeah, if
razor
you're just
blade,
manually removing it, I don't think it's gonna.
yeah.
I mean, maybe if you
But then you might get
maybe
a spike in what it feeds on,
that's
which
true.
would be the phosphates.
Oh, look at that. Are they chasing him?
You just get a different type of algae. That's all. You probably get green hair
Yeah,
algae.
exactly. That's what my experience has been. You stop getting the blackberry, you start getting the green hair, and then
At least you.
yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Like my one tank that I have all my guppy grass in, it's like a balance. Like I'm either if I clear all the guppy grass out, which I really do need to do in that tank, it'll be a race. It's like like an arms race between the hair algae and the guppy grass. The hair algae and the
Mm.
guppy grass. So when I clear all the guppy grass out and the hair algae out, I have to make sure I stay up on the hair algae or it'll take over before the guppy grass does.
Grows faster than the
Yeah.
guppy grass
Yep.
does.
So
You see, their algae, for the most part, is more efficient at using up the nutrients, I think.
yes.
So it grows faster than the
Yes.
plants do.
And I also think they don't need like if there's an imbalance, like there's not enough nutrients, like let's say there's not enough nitrogen for the plants, the algae will be able to use whatever the heck is left. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So it's
before the plants can.
right.
But
So the plants won't be able to survive with no nitrogen, but the algae might be able to with very low amounts of nitrogen. What I'm trying to say.
that is why you have to combat
or
that
whatever deficiency.
with packing in the plants.
More plants. Yes, I know that is a solution to an algae problem. Well, let's try
I'm sure
something.
when you let your guppy grass go ape
Skit.
ape
Skit.
it, it it keeps the hair algae at bay.
Try that. I just broke that piece off.
Saint says I always leave algae on backs
Stuff.
of my tanks.
Whoa, that's scary. Jeez. Yeah, I like that look on the back of a tank. I think it's kind of cool, actually.
Well, I don't know about the black hair algae.
Yeah, well, you know. Nobody can be
But
as perfect as you, okay?
I'm not perfect either. But you know, green hair algae on the back of a
You
tank would
prefer
be
that?
awesome.
Yeah.
Waving in the wind.
I have this stuff that, man, you're not gonna be able to see it right now, but it was like a carpet of like almost like a green hair moss that was growing on the back of my glass, kind of like this, but it was like thick, almost like it looked like kind of like the moss you find in like a forest floor, like that kind of dense.
In what floor?
On the forest floor,
Oh, yeah,
the floor of a
terrestrial moss.
forest, terrestrial moss. All right, let's turn this off for a sec.
And your shrimp would be grazing on it.
Well, yeah, there's shrimp in there, but it just grew along the whole back of the glass. It
And
became
they'd be
like a
grazing on it
shelf.
like cows. Like cattle in a field.
Yup. Guys got me looking at this like crazy.
I find those scrapers shake the tank so much. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's why I almost need to put a hand. I have my hand on the tank to stop it from
yeah.
getting too nuts.
That's why I prefer to use a what they call it, a credit card. But then again, my tanks are smaller than yours, so
Yes, true. Yeah, I mean these are deep, well deep-ish. And this whatever is on this glass actually is coming off pretty easy. There's a couple spots of green spot algae I should probably concentrate a little more on.
3G says I bought a rocky background for my 125 and discovered I don't like cleaning the back
Exactly.
glass.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cleaning.
Back to black.
Back to black. Mine's black. I like painting all my tanks black, the backgrounds, and I like just letting
I don't know.
I like
If you
letting them
ask
turn to a
me,
jungle. That's what I like.
if you ask me, a black background on a tank just makes everything in the tank pop.
I agree. I agree with that.
You know, some people don't like it, but I think it just makes everything in the tank pop.
What is going on here?
Fish, plants, everything. Although I don't have any of mine painted black because I'm just lazy. But that does not mean that I don't like it.
That's funny. I usually use that Rust-Oleum stuff to paint it black.
Well,
A little can goes a
that
long
90
way.
gallon you have, it was painted black by me.
Oh yeah.
And if you notice, the spots where the hang-on backs were,
Yep.
all the paint was removed.
I did notice that it kind of rubbed off there. And I was gonna fix it, and then totally forgot and filled the tank up with water. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I'm not getting back there to do that now. Because all I needed was like a touch-up, really.
Yeah,
Let's do that. All right, that's clean enough for now. I'm gonna do a water change, but we are pretty much like way over time here, man. So
yeah.
we can bust out of here in a sec. Let me start this.
think you're starting to lose the interest of the
Yeah,
masses.
it's getting late. It's getting, people got things to do. I got things to do, including water changes. Nobody wants to sit around all day watching me water change.
Have you ever scratched your glass with?
Yes. By
Have you
getting a
ever
piece of
scratched your
sand.
glass
Mm-hmm. I have.
with your sand?
I have gotten pieces of sand, like, between that mag float, or even in that little, like, whatever scrubby part of the black mag float. You'll get a piece of sand stuck in there sometimes. And, yeah, if you're not careful, it'll scratch the glass.
Well, glass is sand is glass in its raw form.
Yeah, and well, there's different hardnesses, too, of the rocks in the sand. So, some stuff is not as hard as glass, some stuff is harder than glass. And if you get that one rock that's harder, it's going to scratch it. So, yeah. Stay up on that. See, look at all this detritus that just gathers in this tank. And it's mostly blackbeard algae that's been pulled up. Right? Gathers in and around the roots of the plants.
3G saying, and the paint always runs. Thank heavens it doesn't make a difference.
Well, yeah. I mine. When I use the Rust-Oleum stuff, I buy one of those like 3-inch rollers, and I basically put it in a plastic bag until I'm done painting, and then when I'm done painting, I just throw the freaking roller out. It's like a $2, $3 thing. So yeah, I'm wasting $3 every time, but whatever, $3. Not to have to clean a roller. Well, Rust-Oleum is oil-based paint, so it's a little bit thicker, so it doesn't like to run a lot. But I usually gotta do two coats at least.
I used to
Sometimes
use
3.
just plain old
But
craft.
it's very water resistant and durable, so it's
Craft
easy to
paint.
wipe off, clean. It's kind of nice, actually. Honestly.
I just used to use matte black craft paint, which is probably just water based.
It's probably acrylic, yeah.
And I just use a sponge roller, a little sponge roller.
Yep, that's what I did too. The little 3-inch ones, the small ones.
Yeah.
It's like a third of the size of the normal one.
3G says I always spray.
Yeah, that's it. Gotta spray in thinner lifts because that's what's making it run. Let me clean this out. There's a lot of algae in here. Choking this up. Keep it going, keep it going. The other problem with a python is, what's good is for this is because some of these tanks are below the sink, so.
Hey, look who just came in.
Who's that?
Skipper.
Skipper. Good morning, Skipper.
Mr. Skippy.
We're about to end. Danikin should be doing his members only thing, I believe. I believe he's doing that this week. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Yeah, we were way over time. All right, sorry. Apologize.
To know who does slots for Fish Farm schedule.
I have no idea. I don't even know there is slots.
You know what? Sage, you do your own slots.
Exactly.
Just stream when you want to, man.
Yep.
You don't worry about a thing.
Don't worry about a thing.
About a thing.
All right, folks. Thanks for being here. Hit the like on the way out. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Anybody watching the replay, love you all. Any questions, comments, leave them below in the little thingy. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.